Thank you. evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to X Planet Live. My name is Lila Miranda, and we are, well, streaming AoS Wednesdays. And on tonight's menu, we have Daughters of Khaine versus Hedonites, baby. Hedonites. I love both these armies. I think these armies are absolutely stunning. I dig their rules. They're not perfect, but I dig their rules. And I got two beautiful people playing. Going to be entertaining us throughout this whole entire match. Hopefully my sound is good. I'm just checking my levels right now, making sure that y'all could hear me. But here's hoping that's the case. All right, so what are we playing tonight? We are playing close to the chest. That's right, close to the chest. Well, what's the twist? At the start of each turn, the player that is not the active player must pick one objective in their territory to be the primary objective until the start of the next turn. At the start of their turn, after their opponent has picked primary objective, the underdog can roll a dice. On a 5+, their opponent must pick a different objective to be the primary objective. And then this scoring is more or less fairly standard. Each player scores victory points as follows. Score 1 victory point if you control at least one objective. Score 1 victory point if you control at least 2 objectives. And then you can score 2 victory points if you control more objectives than your opponent. And then 2 victory points if you control the primary objective. So that primary objective could actually be worth 3, really. And then 4 victory points for scoring a battle tactique. All right, so what are we looking at list-wise? Let's see if we can get some love on the screen. You know what? While I'm getting all that lined up, why don't we go to the table and see what the players are saying?
-1 to hit in combat.
Okay.
The Twin Souls here, if you charge them, they get a 5-up ward, and you're -1 attack.
Yep.
The Fiends, on a 4-up, you strike last. If they're within 12 inches of an enemy wizard, you're -1 to cast. These guys reroll their charges, and they get +1 damage when they charge. These two here, on the, if I roll 1, 2, 3, it becomes a 4 when they run. And they have built-in anti-cav, which doesn't matter to you.
Yep, I have no cav.
Yep, all infantry.
Okay.
And my endless spells. If this little endless spell with tentacles and eyes kills something, you strike.
Alrighty. Well, you know what? Let's quickly go over the lists. We got Daughters of Khaine weighing in at 2,000 points on the nose. Achievement unlocked, gold star at the corner of the page. At 3 drops, we got Spell Lore of Lore Shadows, because they have no choice. Prayer Lore, Prayer of the Khainite Cult. Manifestations of Khaine, because they are the coolest. And then in the General's Regiment, we have Marathi of Khaine. Of course, we do. Weighing in at 760 points. This little wonderful indestructible wall of doom flitting across the battlefield and land control. At least that's the best way I think of using her. In a regiment, she has a 1 unit of Canary Heart Raiders, and of course the smaller version of herself. And then we go to regiment number 1, affectionately known as regiment number 2. We have Musai Iron Scale. And then we have Blood Sisters, which are the, I believe, shooters. No, the stalkers are the shooters. Blood Sisters are the ones with the spears. Fully reinforced. And then we have a Bloodstalker unit number 1 and 2, fully reinforced. And then in regiment number 2, affectionately known as regiment number 3, we have a Hag Queen. That is right. So there you go. That's the very, very tight, very elite list. They're in Scathe Coven, and Scathe Coven basically means when they hit a charge of an 8+ naturally, the units get first strike. Now, this is really, really good, especially when combined with their all-out slaughter ability. For 1 CP, they get to fight twice but strike last. You could do a really cool interaction that I strike first, all of a sudden I strike last. They get to be able to activate immediately, basically. Because they charge in, strike first, then they spend a CP to do 2 fight and strike last, losing their strike first. Now they strike normal, and then basically getting back-to-back activations is how they're going to try to line up. Daughters of Khaine got some really, really cool stuff. They also have an effect called Blood Rights, which have a snowball effect. They get bonuses throughout the game, and we'll be talking about those. But they could get like a +1 to run, +1 to charge, +1 to hit, +1 to wound, and +1 attack through the game. All right, now let's quickly look over at Hedonites, weighing in at 1980. Not quite perfection, but I guess I'll take it. In Seeker Cavalcade, which is basically the ability to retreat and still be able to charge at 2 drops, which is very tight. Obviously, it's very important for them to decide who has first turn. And then we go into the manifestation lore, the manifestation of depravity. So that'll be cool. It's a beautiful looking manifestation lore, actually, with the mirror and the little spiky wheels. Really cool. In the General's Regiment, we have Shalaxi Hellbane. That's right. Shalaxi Hellbane, the hero slayer of the hour. A unit of fiends, a unit of Slickblade Seekers, fully reinforced. Simbrish Twin Souls, which are blenders. And then in Regiment number 1, affectionately known as Regiment number 2, we have another Keeper of Secrets. And it has 2 units of Seekers in it. Those are the little demonettes that are mounted. And then another unit of Simbrish Twin Souls. So there you go. That is that. Let's get back to the table and the game and see if the guys are ready to rock and roll.
Oh, wait, I gotta put this thing on.
Oh, yeah. That, regardless of where you put it, it probably wouldn't have changed.
Wouldn't make a change.
Oh, this isn't a 50-50 deployment zone.
Nope.
I forgot. These are all wrong.
They're all the same to me. So put that there, and then we'll just put. 9 inches away from all those. There goes a thing. Okay.
The cast sword card giving the chosen a 504 is really strong. It is good, but it's a little bit situational. Unless you bake somebody into a carpet like you did with me, it's not going to.
All right, as the guys are lining up their deployment zones, this one's got an unusual kind of like step. The zone goes all the way to the middle of the table, and then actually it might just be easier just to show you really instead of just talking about it. Here we go. Let's see if we can get something on the screen right there. There you go. That's what it looks like. Yes, sir. All right, so 6 objectives on the field, and then a rather interesting deployment area. Now, this is going to make take the flanks first round pretty difficult because you have to be 9 inches away from those objectives when you deploy, or 9 inches away from the enemy's deployment zone, I should say. It means you're going to have to really be quite quick to get to that edge to get flanks. Now, lucky for both armies, they are quick, especially when you're looking at Hedonites. Hedonites have some blazingly quick, units in their army. The Seekers, for instance, are very, very quick. In the center of the battlefield, or close to the center, those beigey brown towers in the center of the table there, those are places of power. And unlike most missions or battle plans, this actually has 4 forests. So the amount of forests you see on the table, folks, is absolutely correct. So these forests are going to really interfere with shooting, or at least potentially, acting as, in essence, bunkers to be able to kind of deploy in. To deploy in and what have you. So both armies have some, or can have some very effective shooting, especially Daughters of Khaine at this point. I didn't see any Bliss Barbs in the opposing Hedonites army, so there you go.
The ancient enemy. Oh, hello.
Hello. This is for your brother. All this trash is for you.
Really?
I don't know who it is. At least said drop it off and give it to you.
Okay.
The cards are for you, bro.
It's little Marafi.
Is there?
just when I instantly forgot, he was checked out. Yeah.
The places of power are the two center ones.
Yeah, these two right there.
Is that the team that won? Is that the team that won?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So Marathi has an incredibly unique ability in the game. The maximum amount of damage she can take in any round is 3. 3 points of damage. Now, to new players, this sounds absolutely bonkers. But if you know how to play against Marathi, you can take advantage of that and put her in the ground, really, by round 2. Now, I say this, and you're like, that's crazy. But it can happen. Now, how it can happen is the opponent that's actually using Marathi would have to cooperate. So, my suggestion, if you're ever playing Daughters of Khaine, is never really be overly aggressive with Marathi. Yes, she's practically indestructible, but you really need to try to avoid that clock from starting. And what I mean by that is those 3 points a turn. She can never be healed. That's part of her rules, ever. She can never gain her wounds back. So every wound that she takes is one that sticks. So I like seeing Marathi used as an aggressive wall or an aggressive area control piece, blocking other movement, and taking almost every opportunity to get out of combat. Obviously, if you get Mind Razor off, and Mind Razor is a spell that adds to the damage and rend, or at least that's what it used to do. I believe it still does that. She could murder quite a bit, but she can be swingy, and yeah, there's moments where she'll whiff, especially without Mind Razor, and then she'll get stuck in combat, and then you could just see her just taking these wounds for no reason. What I love about her is as an area control piece of blocking movement and controlling the board. And I think that's the best way to use her, especially if you're going to take as many of the archers as this Dark Daughters of Khaine player has taken. Use her as an ability to buy time for these archers to just wither away the opposing force.
You got your free maneuver, and then you can mark your force after that.
Oh, there they are. Ta-da, ta-da.
All right, I'd like to welcome what is it? I want to say something else, that's for sure. Baku Chai Dancer. We'll say that. You're saying it's not hard to get to those edges. I guess I am clearly seeing it from my very Iron Jaws and Magakin perspective, where everything moves really, really slow. And for me, it is definitely hard this mission to get flanks in round 1. Without rolling hot, of course. Obviously, you could auto run one and then risk the other. That is an option. But I mean, if you have an army that is blessed with high movement models, just a 10-inch move, like you said, you can easily do that. And in Iron Jaws they have Maw Gruntus, and they move 10, and you could position it so that you can clip the edge of that. I think you need to get within 6, if I'm not mistaken, of that short edge to get to score flanks. So you're not wrong, but not every army is quick, I guess.
And then a little brown deck card.
Okie doke.
7 attacks on.
That is my second deployment. Or my third deployment. I'm all done.
Right there.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the first turn.
Okay.
And bodyguard stuff.
Yeah. Honor guard. So do you have to pick honor guard first?
I think you drop first. We're dropping attacker, so I think since you drop first, you pick your stuff first.
Okay.
And you gonna get 2 anyways.
Yeah. I am putting. Where is it? Bodyguard. There it is. Bodyguard's going on the snake hero. So if she doesn't charge and she's within range of wholly within 6 of them, then -1 attacks.
-1 attack.
So that's my first one.
And a bunch of world leaders where they
I'm beating Nate until he finishes.
Is it true? Are you
I'm gonna give these guys anti-infantry.
Yeah, that makes sense. So they are your honor guard, and your general is her. So I'm gonna give. Where is it? Priority target on Shadow Queen.
Okay.
Because she is not the general somehow. All right.
Okay. Set this thing up here. It's moving by itself. Should I be scared?
I think it's Lionel in the back doing it.
I'm scared. Who is attacker opponent? Who won priority? Me. Wait, I'm the opponent. You the attacker.
Yeah, I deployed first.
Yeah, there we go. So I get 4 command points. You get 4 command points. I'm gonna do my 3 stuff first.
Yeah.
So-
How many temptation dice?
How many
am I getting?
dices I'm gonna give you? That's a good question. Depends what I'm gonna try to do.
So Hedonites player had actual choice on picking priority and chose to go first. I've seen him play so many games now. And he never fails to do that. He always goes first. Interesting. I think I would have given it to the opponent to maybe threaten the double. Or at least, is he worried about maybe taking some casualties from the bowfire? I guess. But he's looking at laying some pain. If Shalaxi and that keeper do close in, I'm going to tell you straight up, those things hit really, really hard. And right now, he's seeing blood, and he feels, I guess, that he can do some wicked amount of damage. And I don't know. I don't know if I would have taken first. I think I would have given it. What about you guys? What do you think? If you were the Hedonites player, would you give it to your opponent and then potentially unlock the possibility of a double?
Oh yeah, you're right.
That was a 3.
That was a 3. Gotta remember to do it on the box. Keep forgetting. So she'll get +1 to cast.
Okay.
So she is going to cast her personal one, Refined Senses. That goes off on a 4-up. Forgot that. Make sure I go under there. That is a 7 plus 1 to cast, so that is an 8.
Yep.
So she'll get Refined Senses because you are out of range.
And what does this one do?
She gets +1 to hit, and +1 to wound, and +1 to save against enemy heroes.
Okay, cool.
She is also going to try to cast. What do you want to try to cast, Shalaxi? Tell me. You're going to attempt to cast the Visage. That is an 8 plus 1 is 9. So she'll get it. Where is it? Where is the 12? Here it is. Okay, Hugsy, my pride and joy. Nothing's in range for anything. I could do the mirror. Yeah, we'll do the mirror. She's going to attempt to do the mirror on 11.
Nice.
okay, why you guys didn't do this like 2 weeks ago when I needed it? Like
That's how it always goes.
2 weeks, like, come on. And she has one more cast. What do I want to do with that? You're now within 18, so I can't cast that. Sure, why not? We'll cast the wheels. And she casted the wheels. Cool. Would I have loved this last week, or 2 weeks ago? Literally, like, everything goes off. Everything's perfect. So we'll just put you right here. Okay.
Do all of those manifestations move?
That doesn't move, this moves, that moves.
Okay, cool. That's what I figured. I just, whenever they have those flowy effects on them,
Like,
I never know.
Like, do we move? Do we not move? That's the debate. Do I want to heal you yet? No. So yeah, that's done.
All right, he's cast all those spells, which is great. But because those manifestations just were placed because they are models, they can't actually move this round. That's the downside. Now, technically, they don't. You can move through them. Sorry, both enemy and friendly can move through those models if they wish, but they have to clear it. And I'm just hoping they don't subtract from any moves. I'm sure they're placed right, but it looks like he was aiming to go after some Daughters of Khaine Spear Elves. We'll see what happens. Believe it or not, like I said, this army is incredibly quick. And by this army, I mean the Hedonites. They also have a fun mechanic with euphoric killers, and then for every unit that they give that ability, euphoric killers 2 will have exploding hits, plus other extra little bits. But for every unit they pick, they actually have to give a die to their enemy, up to a maximum of 3, and they will get potentially an auto 6 to any of their movements or saves. I believe, and probably one other little ability. I'll double check it. But it does come at a risk. So to get the auto 6, you actually have to roll a die, and you do that on a 3+. On a 1 or 2, you actually take D3 mortal wounds, and then you don't get that automatic roll. So you are playing with fire when you're using the actual temptation dice, but it's a pretty cool mechanic as it stands right now.
So 12 plus 6, 18. That's a 7. All right, just nudging. That's what we need. Over here. Yeah, I don't need to run you guys.
So the temptation dice that the Hedonites player will be giving his opponent will actually be able to be used on a to wound roll, a save roll, a ward roll, or a run roll. But probably the biggest challenge to actually using the temptation dice is just remembering you have them to begin with. It's very easy to forget because it's not a mechanic that's part of your army. It only happens when you're playing against another Hedonites player. So it can be a challenge to remember all those rules on top of everything else that's happening in the game.
Just want to nudge it. Just nudge it. Let's just move you like this. Try to go from 30. That's the priest. My refuge over there. Do I want to risk it? Sure. No, we'll just leave it. You guys here. You guys need 10. So yeah, let's just put you right there.
Which one has you 4 killers? This?
Shalaxi.
Just Shellac?
Just Shalaxi.
Just, yeah, you gave me a single one.
Gotcha.
You guys here.
All right, as the Hedonites player continues to move, I was just was curious on how many units actually got euphoric killers. And it looks like it's just Shalaxi. Shalaxi is the only one with euphoric killers. So what does that mean? As a euphoric killer, you get crit hits too. So you get exploding hits and the ability to run and charge. Or run and shoot, as the case may be. I don't know about you, but I'm looking at what the Hedonites player is kind of, the way he's moving, it doesn't look like he's going to be committing. So it begs the question of why then take priority when you could have just given priority and then maybe had a much, much better turn. Well, we'll see what happens.
1 for 1, 1 for 2, 2 for more, 2 for primary. Okay.
Actually, I'll move you guys back a little bit. Okay, that's my movement phase.
Okay. I'm not redeploying.
Okay, I'm not shooting because I have no shooting.
Okay. Charges.
I don't think I'm in range. Unless I have a 20-inch range, then yeah, sure, why not?
A nice 3d6 out of nowhere.
I'm not Slave to Darkness.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Maybe. So I'll control 1, control 2,
control
more. Do not control primary, and I take the flanks.
Cool.
Cool.
That was a
Your
pretty
turn.
straightforward turn 1.
Always is.
Battle tactic. Reclaim the realms, slay the tyrants, attack on 2 fronts, do not waver. Just their control score is 1 always?
Yep. Her a beast.
Okay, as the Daughters of Khaine player is figuring out exactly what battle tactic he's going to be going for, let's discuss that opening move by the Hedonites player. Well, if you haven't heard already, I think I've expressed myself enough. I do not like how that first turn went. That just hurts. It hurts to see it, to be honest. He scored 8, and I'm not saying that's not nothing, but he could have done that going turn 2, and I'm not sure exactly the massive benefit he got for going first. Now, one great thing is that he got all 3 of his manifestations out, but that wasn't something he could have necessarily have banked on, and I don't think that's necessarily a reason to just take first and not give it to your opponent. So although scoring 8 points is nice, you could have easily have done that, and maybe even more, going second on this round. All right, yeah. I just feel like that was very, very conservative move for a guy who wanted to go first. Usually when you're gaming, usually when you're going for priority, you're like, I want to go first. It's because you're about to drop a hammer. You're going to alpha strike really, really hard, or you recognize in this particular mission it's very difficult to score or something like that. But this is not that mission. I really don't feel like you don't have options here. So interesting stuff. We'll see how it goes from here. I'd like to welcome Mr. Dave W. to the chat. My man's cheering for Franco, and why wouldn't he? He's a sweet guy. And then Baku, I'm just going to call you Baku for short. What I meant was most battle plans, you need 2 units to move 10 inches to get both flanks outside own territory. Here, 1 unit gets out of the territory by moving 1. That is correct. You're 100% correct. Sorry, folks. I got a little bit of a cold. Apologize for coughing into the mic. All right, let's get back to the game. Looks some dice are being rolled. Let's see what's happening.
3, isn't it? Oh, 1. Okay,
All right,
he's back to 1.
That's bad. That's not bad. That's good. That's good.
Other casting, we are gonna cast. We are gonna go for the swords.
The swords.
They go off on a 6. Where are they? There they go. The swords.
Did you pick a battle tactic?
I did not. I chose not to. Yeah. The swords go off on a 6. She's +1, so that is a 7. Did you move within?
I move, but I don't think I'm in range.
Yeah. 30 is about an inch in front of her. So the swords come out within 9, outside of 9.
The swords.
And then we're going to spend some casts to try and dispel your manifestations. So we'll try and banish. Yes. Is that over top?
Yes.
Okay. We'll try banishing the face with the whips.
Not the face with the whips.
So what does it normally get banished on?
7.
7, so +2 to my banish. Thank God.
Love it.
Okay, we will try banishing the mirror.
Mirror
So
on the wall.
Is it a 7 as well?
7. Everything's 7.
Oh.
Wanna try face the 3?
That's 2 casts. Damn. Yeah, this is.
Look into the eyes of the face. Look into it.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if this base can fit anywhere. Oh my God. It's such a huge base. Okay, yeah, we'll go for the snake. It goes off on a 6. 5 does not go off. Okay, that's it for my casting. That, I think, was one of my worst casting rounds ever. So, would you like to countercast?
No.
Okay. That, I'm really happy I did not choose a battle tactic. Movement. We are going to give Marathi her health.
All right, as you just heard, the Dark Elf, the Daughters of Khaine player chose not to actually go for battle tactic. All sorts of interesting things are happening right now in this game. I guess he felt that go for flanks was, well, 1, he wasn't positioned to do so. 2, he didn't want to seize the center because he felt, I would imagine, that that would have been difficult as well. Potentially. He could have potentially have done it with actually Marathi. as she's 2 models. Just fly Marathi, land within 3 of the center, and then drop the other Marathi and runner toward that center to score, seize the center. Yes, you're exposing yourself to getting hit, but the maximum amount of damage you could take is 3, period. So not necessarily a bad thing. And then having them kind of set up and controlling that center would have meant that potentially the spear snakes would have been almost like a beta strike at that point. Sure, come after Marathi. Let's roll for priority. Well, right now it doesn't even matter. I mean, there is no charges that are going to come into her. I guess she could risk countercharge, but you could position it so that that's not a possibility. So no battle tactic. The max amount he could score currently right now that he controls is 1-2. He will not control more. So we could see a 2-point turn happening for Daughters of Khaine. Now, this is could be very purposeful. He might want to be 6 points under so that if he gets an opportunity to double in latter turns, he will not be penalized. But right now, I mean, doubling would be pointless. He's way out of position to really take advantage of a priority roll. If he wins it, he'll most likely give it away. So very interesting stuff. Guys are playing super, super defensive and tricksy. I'd like to welcome Mr. Jonathan Franco to the chat. Let's go, Daughters. No bias there. Hold on one sec. I got to mute my mic. There, I'm back. All right, let's go, Daughters. Yeah, I should root for my bro, but hey, what kind of brother would I be if I didn't throw some shade at my own hero? Yes, absolutely. Dave W., Johnny TM on Discard. All right, fair enough. They're going to have a side conversation, I guess, discussing the game.
Oh, you want to know what mine does? You get a
It's just, I literally have no defenses to use. I think you give them a word, what's the name? But like outside of that,
well, this is the fast list, right? Running the Blood Belt Hunter, move on your turn. 12-inch bubble, plus 3 to move, plus 2 when I run in charge. So it's like,
single there, you're just confirmed power.
So 9. 9 inches.
Do the
Just
nice thing.
12. That's okay.
It's not like I don't care about what it's literally, I have no defenses to it.
All right, he's actually taking some Khaine from Deep Strike and Deep Striking 9 inches away. The nice thing about that unit, though, is after it shoots, it has the ability to move. And with that movement, they can use that movement to scoop up that objective. Not necessarily charge. They won't really need to unless they really want to. But yeah, they could just flap over there and just scoop up that objective. And that would be a pretty big deal, actually, because he would get 1, 2, and more. So that would be now worth 4 points. He would no longer be 6 points behind, though, so I'm not sure if that's the plan. Looks like... Oh, it looks like the Hedonites player redeployed out, and I wouldn't have gone as far back. I would have tempted him to try and commit. There's nothing wrong with losing units, folks, as long as they serve a purpose. And taking an opportunity for someone to lure them in, get in that exposed position, like... Maybe redeploy to the edge of the forest so that you're neg 1 to hit. That would be a nice spot. But make sure you front load that edge of the forest with as many bodies as you can. The other downside of that redeployment is the Khaine can actually fire at the Seekers in the top right-hand corner and then still move. And then scoop up that objective with impunity. All they would have to do is touch it with one single model, and they take that objective. All right, well, we'll see what happens.
One into the wheels.
That should be on a 5 up, I think.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep. So 6 up.
5.
No, 1 damage.
5. Yeah, 1 damage.
Here you go, wheels.
And then this is into the mirror.
Okay.
Same thing, 2s and 4s, auto wounding on 6s. That is 1. One, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 from the start. 5 at -1.
5 at -1. To the mirror, right?
Yes.
6 up. He takes all of them. And how many do you have? You have 1 wound left.
Okay. She is 12 inches. She is 12 inches. And then the harpies are going to shoot into the slick blades.
The Seekers.
Seekers. So all of them. So this is going to be 11. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11. So 3s and 4s.
All right, as those Canari shoot at Seekers, let me answer Dave W's question. Very obviously pointing out that these are not destruction players. There will not always be ABCing, which is always be charging. But that wasn't my point, actually. The point I was making is if you are taking priority and you have and you could decide who gets to go first or second, why go first if all you're going to do is maneuver and kind of shuffle around? I'm not saying there's never reason to do that. If you feel like you've done a mistake and you could see that the other army's an alpha striking army and then you need to adjust, completely understandable. But that was really not the case. If this was the Daughters of Khaine player move, let's say this was the move, it'd have been way better to go second. Just simply put, like, he just maneuvered closer to do the shooting. You just baited him in with your spells, so that the spells that are free, by the way, that when they get shot, who cares? And now those snakes are that much closer. Now Shalaxi can actually auto-run, reach across the board, and just smash those snakes potentially. It would have just been better if he had just said, Daughters of Khaine player, you go first. And he had choice, which is what my point I was trying to make.
It should be like a 10 and a 8.
Yeah. Sure, why not? Come on, little ladies. You know what to do. No, cool. All right. Like, nah, we're lazy. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, my pen was over there, forgot.
End of turn, nothing's happening.
Yep, so you hold 1, hold 2, hold more. And no primary.
2 more, no primary.
Primary's over there.
Oh, so then you chose, okay.
Yeah.
No battle tactic, and then we go into the next turn.
Yep, prio.
Ugh. 5, 4.
So, if you take the double, you don't take a battle tactic.
Yeah. And I didn't really move that far this turn.
He should give this priority to his opponent.
And there's still all those manifestations. 8. Yeah, I'm gonna give it away.
You gonna let me have it?
Yeah. Because I need to get some scoring.
So you are you, and I am opponent.
Yeah. Who knows if that's a mistake? Oh yeah, this goes back to you.
Goes back to me.
My 5-up ward goes away, and then I'm up to 5 command points now.
Yep.
And you're up to 4.
I should put that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Only if you lend me your gun with I'd rather do that than fucking go through something. I get the gun first.
No. Well, I'm saying you can have a set of wolves. I'll get a set of wolves.
Oh,
you can have a
shit.
I'll have
You're gonna waste that in a already sugar with 15 months. You're trying to get in the bar. That's crazy, bro. That's insane. Wow.
I'll do attack on 2 fronts.
Okay.
Control 2 objectives I don't control, and 1 has to be controlled by my opponent, which is this one here. So that's doable.
Why you're so great?
Attack on 2 fronts.
You are already that guy.
Attack on 2 fronts. I need to.
Yeah, I'm assuming this one, that one.
Yep, that one.
Primary, I'm still gonna choose this
Yeah,
one.
kind of figured. Okay. Magic. Not magic. My whatchamacallits? The shenanigans. I don't want to give you a 12-inch charge yet. So we're going to give you. And you guys just go like that. You should push up. You guys should push up. You know your duty. You guys stay there. You guys go off with this. You can go over there. You can probably go off to that. Fall back.
So great choice of battle tactic on the Hedonites player's part. Attack on 2 fronts is dead easy, like he already said. He can take that small unit that he has in the woods right over. Boom. Let's zip over to here. Right there, right near his hand. I forget what these guys are called. Boom. And just move on to this objective right above them. And just claim that objective. So that will be taken. And then he could send the unit of fiends, or as I like to call them, the Friends of Slaanesh. That's this unit of fiends that you see right here. And then just auto-run them to right to that objective, completing his battle tactic, and more importantly, not really exposing a lot in the meantime. He'll score 1, 2 more, and he will get his battle tactic as well. Putting some real nice pressure on the scoreboard with 10 points.
Oh, wait. Hello. Are you within 18? Question mark? You are.
Just.
She's going to cast Overwhelming Acquiescence onto them. Goes off on a 7.
What does this do?
A +1 to wound against them in with anything. Shooting and combat.
For everything?
For everything.
And then you still have 2 more casts with her.
Yep, 2 more casts with her.
Yeah, we'll try to go for this one. 6 goes off.
Okay, can you guys please, kill something at least today? Not like last time. Leaving everything on a wound. Can we not do that this time, please? Thank you. Shalaxi, she's going to cast... Statistic Spites onto the Keeper because it's my limited spell. Goes off on a 6.
So that is crit mortals onto her?
Yeah, onto her. There is the Slaanesh Unlimited one.
What's her damage on her attacks?
Well, right now her claws are damaged 4 and her swords are damaged 2 unless I give you a buff and I get +1 damage for it.
How many attacks are each of those?
6 attacks and 2 attacks.
And she can run and charge?
Yeah, she can run and charge.
She moves 12 plus 6. You can auto run her to 18. No, I'll let that pass.
Ooh, all right.
That might have been a wrong choice, but we'll see. Mortals, okay. Shalaxi, you have 1 more. Refined Senses, I guess. On a 10. For a 12.
Okay, sure. The one I didn't need goes on. All right, cool.
Oh my god.
The one that I like, I'm just gonna throw it out there, and apparently didn't want to come up. All right, that's cool. You know what? You're within 12 inches of this. Do I want to give you something else? No, you're fine. You are fine. You guys are fine. You guys are beautiful. You guys are all know what you're doing. All right, that's all my shenanigans.
We are gonna give the 5-up ward from the priest. What is it? What's in? Within 12. Okay. No. Yes. Yes. We're gonna try to give the 5-up ward to Shadow Queen.
Okay.
It doesn't go off. And then.
You should do it on the snakes more.
Countercasting. This massive snake is annoying me right now. Yeah, we will spend a point and countercast for the snake. So +1, -1, looking for a 6. For an 8.
I'm in range, so might as well. So you got an 8?
Yeah.
Okay, you can have it.
Within 9. Yeah, we're good. Perfect. Okay. That
that's
is
everything?
it for my casting, yeah.
Okay, on to the movement.
Nice placement of that snake, acting as basically a barrier in between the snake ladies and that manifestation. Basically acting as a guard dog. We had a question on chat from Dave W. You think if he went down by 6 by not scoring more, would the double then been more viable? The answer to that question at that moment would have been no, simply from a positioning perspective. Also, it was really clearly communicated by the way he moved and then also the way he scored is that he had no plans to be down by 6. Because if he did, he wouldn't have bumped himself up, and he would have positioned more aggressively to maybe potentially take advantage of the priority, which is not the case. He played very, very defensive, very cagey. So there was no indication that he was really trying to be down by 6. Mr. Josh Akins, welcome to the chat, commenting on how beautiful that that Daughters of Khaine army is, and yes, it is. And I'd like you to take note that my man there was telling me he was using all he used was a bunch of contrast. How cool is that? And then we have Mr. Jonathan Franco, currently 2024 best Franco. He's looking for blood. Yes, he is. All right, so some endless spells, or I should say manifestations, are moving. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a slap fight between manifestations. We'll see what the best manifestation does, and we'll more importantly see what the plan is for this round and how it goes. Is there going to be some real damage going to be tried to be dealt, or is it just going to be a conservative turn again? Score 10, which would be really nice, actually, and potentially force his opponent to have to do something a little bit more risky.
For the biscuit.
Spending a CP to auto?
Yep.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with this. I want to make sure I can do something nice here. Just put like that. Alright. Doopy 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 doo doo doopy doopy doo doo. Shalaxi, you move 14. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna run. 18 inches. Neat.
really all this is.
So she is just gonna go.
There. That means I want the 20.
Yeah, right there. She, right here.
It's on my turn. You go first.
Well, I guess that answered that question. There's no playing conservative right now. He is throwing both keepers into the mix. And Daughters of Khaine players eyeballing and potentially try to reposition those stalkers, I believe is what they're called. Well, I'm going to call them spear snakes. So you might see a redeployment of spear snakes maybe towards the keeper just to make it a little bit difficult for him to not engage them. We'll see how aggressive he becomes or whether he's more concerned about the spear snakes being targeted by that keeper and maybe he'll redeploy away. We're going to find out real soon. So he is maneuvering. So he's already completed his battle tactic. Without a doubt, things are about to get spicy in the next few moments.
No teleport, right?
No, yeah. Everything's on the board now.
Okay. They're gonna run. All right. Cool. Just smack me in the face with you guys, would you, huh? Just, casually, like we're just gonna roll high, in a friendly, casual game. Just, we're gonna make it so much harder for you.
Spiking some rolls, yeah.
Just make it so hard for you. Yeah, that'd be fine. Nah, just gotta build up. There you go. Just, just have a friendly, nice match.
Alright, you four killers, who's got it?
That will be those Seekers and Hugsy, the Keeper.
This one? These
That
ones?
one, that one. Those Seekers.
Yeah.
And that Keeper. That's fine, you. I don't know, I really want to charge those guys, but I don't know. Okay, so you move. You don't move. Yeah, alright. That is my moving. Like to redeploy?
I fucked up my movement here. Excuse my language. I shouldn't have said that.
Well, I didn't hear anything. Don't hurt anything. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna redeploy with the spear snakes because
Okay.
I really don't want them to get tagged into combat.
Oh, come on!
4 to 3 and oh my god. Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
okay.
Thank the Lord. Okay. So guessing can't fit there, and then I want them back 3 from there.
All right, as he redeploys to save his wonderful snakes, I just went to the table to find out who was the euphoric killers because he could pick up to 3 targets. The target was the keeper that. Oh, geez. Okay, so the keeper that's on the right-hand side of the center, because the one smack dab in the center, that's Shalaxi. So to the right of Shalaxi, the other big giant round circle you see there, that has euphoric killers. The other unit has euphoric killers, curiously, is the Seekers in the top right-hand corner. Now, he could be planning to charge with that, and it would have been fine if, giving it euphoric Seekers doesn't hurt. It's just, man, you have these big fat units. Well, even Shalaxi could be pretty good with euphoric killers. I would have picked maybe a third target or 2 other different targets, but definitely Shalaxi, I think, would have been one of my targets, I would think. Being a little conservative, I think, with the dice. But I do like the fact that that keeper is in position to delete some snakes. That is extremely, extremely good. The problem is it's just going to be an exchange. Without those spear snakes getting tagged, those spear snakes will lift either or quite easily. I would have just preferred him holding back those 2 keepers for one more turn. Here it would have been nice for him to just be a little bit more conservative. Score the 10, apply the pressure on the scoreboard, and potentially get your opponent to actually do more. Because positionally right now, it's not bad. It's just his biggest hammer, which was the Slick Blade Seekers, which are on the far left, are still out of position. And I would have liked to have seen, if he was going to commit like this, I would have liked to have seen all those big hammers committing at the same time.
Pull anything that's not a 4.
And 4s.
So that is 8, 9. -1.
Minus 3, 6, 9. So I all defense, so 3, back to a 4. Make sure I don't want that. I will take 3.
Okay, not horrible.
Oh, trust me, by the end of the day, you're going to hate my save rolls. Trust me.
Well, I'm already hating your casting rolls, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Right, onto the charges. The most important one. Mr. Facey. He's going to attempt to charge. That is a 5. Mr. Facey.
Yeah, gets him just touching.
Sure, why not? Actually, no. No, we're not tag you. We'll just go like this. Not tag. If I got a better roll, then yeah, we'll tag more after you, but hey. It is what it is. Alright, Hugsy. Shumhow's done. That is a 6. That is a 6. Do you want to get
I think
3?
it was a 6 right on the dot there when I was measuring it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dot there. Alright. You can go over there. Go over here. Shoot for 3 inches of these guys. Perfect. Okay. Roll these things here. The wheel on the bus go round and round. Sure.
No.
Yeah, no more of your shooting shenanigans. A 10.
I don't think that gets them. Oh, maybe.
Love these things.
It does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw it. Just in case something happens. And these little ladies.
A 3.
I was gonna charge them, but then I'm like, you know what? No. They're crimp mortars right now. If I kill them, then what? No, I won't be able to kill them all. Alright, they're charging in. Neat.
8.
That is what? 8? 8.
I'm not sure if he's actually through a charge with Shalaxi yet. So Shalaxi, again, is the model in the center of the table currently right now, that big round circle. If he positioned appropriately so that thing or Shalaxi can fit, maybe it could nest between that snake and that pillar and just clip the unit of snakes to pin those snakes down. That would be a huge deal. Shalaxi can then throw all its attacks into those snakes and have only a few attacks come back at her. Yes, the manifestation snake would be able to throw some attacks at Shalaxi, but that's fine. Pinning that unit potentially would be absolutely tremendous. I do not know if it could fit there or if it could actually get within 3 of the spear snakes. That I do not know. Oh man, I have to go look at the table without tipping a hand and just see if I could estimate just by looking at the table.
CP.
Wait, that's not TV focus. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I was talking about
And I'll have those in my turn, right?
Yes.
Because they last until the end of
the
the
battle round.
No, I'm not going to spend a CP on countercharging.
Aw, come on.
As much as I want to, I think that would be an absolute waste. What's up? Yeah, so that's charges, combat phase.
Okay, Rampage's Keeper, she is going to, what's your save, 5 up?
5 up.
You know what, we'll give you +1 to hit, but my sword does 3 damage to you.
Okay.
So we'll just pile in this way.
Is that it for rampages?
And that's not any combat effect, so.
Oh yeah, and this one's on infantry. Did you tag her in combat already?
If I didn't get a thing, then I guess she's in combat then. I
have a combat ability that's just like D3 mortals.
No, that's fine.
Right.
I'll just tag her then.
All right. And you can pile into it anyways.
Yeah,
So.
I'm gonna pile anyway, so.
Yeah, D3 mortals. 3 mortals onto the.
Well, you know what?
Face.
You know what? I'm gonna do 6 up ward. I'll take one. The face is like Yeah, it's any combat thing, so is it within combat range? Yeah, in combat.
What's this one? Does this one have a
that's
rampage?
the moon face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
it's just the +1 to hit on
yeah,
them.
+1 to hit, but I do 3 damage with my sword.
Yeah.
So we'll do that effect then. Every 4 up, Marathi takes mortal wound. She'll take her 5, but she only takes 3.
Well, let's see. 6 up ward.
Yeah, you 6 up ward.
Nothing.
She'll take the 3.
She'll take the 3, yeah.
Why are you guys doing? You know what?
That was actually pretty big, completely unintended because he didn't actually think he was tagged. But finally, he gets the clock going on Marathi. I was wondering whether she was going to actually take any damage this round. Thankfully, for the Hedonites player, that he actually did that damage, even if it was happenstance. I just went to the table and checked the ranges. I'm pretty darn good at estimating, and I'm going to tell you, folks, if he did not position that manifestation, that's close to the center, that's the faces with the whips. If he had just tilted it closer to Marathi, Shalaxi could have charged that snake manifestation and clipped the spear snakes. That would have been the move to do this round. Committing the way he did, that would have been absolutely phenomenal. And just had Shalaxi then focus all her attacks, as many as she could squeeze through, into those spear snakes, and then the spear snakes would have only maybe got 4 back at her, and she would have been suffering the 4 plus the manifestation. And what's amazing is that manifestation would have been locked in place. It would not have been able to move because the 3-inch pile in would have been locked by the other manifestation and Shalaxi herself. Ah, man, that would have been sweet. I'd like to welcome Mr. Kathy Williams, not to be confused with any letters of the alphabet, but CPA, thank you very much. She's observing her man playing this game. She's not supposed to say anything, but she wasn't impressed. Just Dave W. chiming in, of course, and then Mr. Jonathan Franco, the other Franco brother, talking about his brother's charm. And he's not wrong. Dave's got this subtle way with him with words and mannerisms.
2 die, 1 health. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them die.
Okay, that's still good. That's still good.
So can I pull them out of combat with this thing?
Well, Kathy, I don't mean to hit on you, but apparently I just did. I didn't mean that, but you know what? If it makes you feel any better, my wife's also a CPA, I guess. I'm happy he's got his mom watching. That's pretty awesome. Your son, by the way, absolutely fantastic human being. Darktron, I'd like to welcome the man to the chat. I don't know if he remembers that he gets a +1 for each manifestation on the battlefield that his opponent has. Gets a +1. You know what, Darktron? Expand on that.
How much health has this? How much damage had this taken?
1 damage.
And how much does it have total?
It has 6 health, 5 up save, and 2d6 attacks.
6 health?
6 health.
Okay. Yeah, Marathi's at full, or she's taken her 3, so whatever. Okay. All of them are going into the manifestation.
Okay.
So this is 6 attacks. Yeah. And they get +1 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So 3s and 4s, 2 2s and 4s. No rend, 1 damage. All of them hit. That is 1, 2, 3 wounds at no rend.
I get a save? What's your save, little buddy? 5 up. Oh my god.
Takes 1.
Okay, sorry.
Takes 2.
It's 2 damage?
Yeah, because you failed 2, right?
No, 2 6s.
Oh my god, I didn't see that. Oh, it was 1 in the corner. So 1 damage.
Okay, so I gotta use one of these now. Good job, little wheels. Two damage, little wheels.
Good. Your activation.
What do I do these guys? Do I want power more? Sure. 3 inches. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so they get 3 attacks each. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 for the sergeant. Alright. These are hitting you on 3s, 6s are crit mortals. Face down.
Is that any crit mortals? I see 1.
I see 1. So you got 1 crit mortal.
So 1 damage.
Okay. And then wounding on 3 since you're flowing with acquiescence. And still does the exact same amount. Nice. 3 at run 1.
6s.
Took 6.
Nice. So 2 go through plus 1 mortal. 1 damage each.
1 damage each.
6s. 1 dies, 1 takes a wound.
Okay. Seahorses. These are hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, 6s are crit hits instead. I saw that 6, you won.
1 dies.
And then
1
crit
damage.
hits to go back. And wound you on 4s. The horsey wants to lick 5 at no rank.
5s. Save 2.
Nice.
1 damage each.
1 damage each.
6s. save another one dies. So one dies, the wound transfers.
Okay.
My activation. Not within. So I can move up to 3 inches closer to the target. Okay, she's putting everything into the face.
Not the face.
So her spear,
That's
8, 3s and 3s, 2 rend, 3
Be
damage.
gentle with it.
Crit mortals. No crit mortals.
Gasp.
And 3s. 2 at rend 2.
Tell me, Doctor, what's the damage?
6 damage total.
Oh, okay. All right, I just gotta make 3 of these 6s. I make none.
Okay.
All right, it's dead. It go cool. It breast is last tentacle.
And then what is left?
My wheels.
Your wheels, yes.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round.
And then I.
All right, as those wheels sink their toothy wheels into those snake ladies, how did this turn go so far? I just got to confirm whether or not maybe Shalaxi actually failed to charge. I'll go see if that's the case at the end of this round. But I got to tell you, if Shalaxi made it in and clipped those spear snakes, I think this turn would have been about as close to ideal as you can. Shalaxi would have died the next following turn. That would have been fine. She would have served a purpose, mostly for locking all that in the center. And then what do you see? Those seahorses, or I should say those, what are those seekers? Slickblade seekers, sorry. Everything is a seeker in this army. Slickblade seekers that you see to the far left would have potentially then swooped in and had some meaty targets to actually potentially put their spears into. That would have been absolutely fantastic. But who knows? Maybe Shalaxi failed to charge, and then he just made a charge with the manifestation, and that's why she didn't go in. At least he cleared more or less those snakes that were there. The Khaine are on their last legs. He's going to complete his objective. He's going to score 1, 2 more, and his battle tactic scoring 10 points. So with all that in play, so there you go. There is where we are at. I'd like to welcome a whole bunch of people to the chat. How's that? Combination discussing the +1 to unbind, I believe, on the manifestations is, I think, the point or the topic of conversation. Got the score up for you guys. Sorry. So that's that. And with all that in play, let's get back to the table while I find out whether or not Shalaxi actually made a charge or not.
Get the fuck out of here!
And this pulls me out of combat with that.
Woo!
Yeah.
Did you actually make a charge with Shalaxi? Was
No.
there any attempt?
No,
No.
she ran.
Because he got the manifestation into Marathi.
She ran, but she had
No.
4 killers.
Just Keeper and those guys. She had a first turn.
I was thinking you gave her 4 killers.
No, she has something special.
Got it. Very good.
And her artifact, she will heal 3.
Because she took any damage. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I got take the attack on 2 fronts, and I hold 1 more than you, and I don't have your primary.
Correct.
So attack on 2 fronts, hold 1, hold 2, hold more, and that's it. All right.
Okay. And then which one is going to be your primary? I'm assuming that.
The one over there, all that juicy.
For my battle tactic, I am going to do I'm gonna do Slay the Tyrants. Yeah, because I just have to kill one. I don't have to pick it.
Yeah, just gotta kill
Enemy
one.
hero was slain by a combat attack.
Combat attack.
Okay. Cool. And that is your general, right?
Yes.
All right. Casting. We are gonna try and put the 5-up ward onto the spear snake brick.
Spear snakes.
3-up. Goes off for once.
Ooh.
Yay.
No, second time.
Oh, second time. Yeah, they've had it
Why? Because
twice.
you put it on the snakes.
And then we are going to use Marathi. Little Marathi is going to put run and charge. Oh, I want to do. Actually, how much health does this have left? 4?
4 health. You gonna banish it? Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and banish it because I don't have any other casts that I can use. We're gonna try and banish it on a 7.
Yep.
Plus 1. There we go for an 11.
Bye, wheels.
Nice. What is that? What's the range of the enhancement? I might try to rally this bow snake.
Holy within 12.
Wholly within 12. Wholly within 12. That, okay. It's like a millimeter off.
Oh.
That sucks. Whatever.
Saying there's a chance.
We can just run her backwards. We are gonna spend her once per game for the D6 ritual points. For
Love
6. So she is at 7. And then what are we gonna cast with that? Who are we gonna cast it on?
Eeny, meeny, miny, these guys.
Yeah, we are gonna put it on to. We're gonna attempt to cast Sacrament of Blood, and we're gonna put it on the spear snakes. So we
And
are
that's the which one?
The spear snakes, and if it goes off on a 10, it counts as though we're battle round 5. So like
Oh, that one. Oh.
+1 to run, charge, hit, wound,
For that
attacks for the spear snake.
unit. Okay, okay.
But I need a 3 or higher for a 6. So it goes off, and it goes off as though it is final
It's the big
round.
one.
Sacrament of Blood, max blood rights until the start of my next turn. And then all of those go away.
Guys, is the CP accurate on the...
I have 1. You have 3?
I should have 2, so spend 1 more. There.
Okay, now we're good.
We are gonna put and then we're gonna try and put Mind Razor onto the spear snakes as well.
Ooh.
So this goes off on an 8, but +1 from Marathi for a 4/5, so it does not go off. And then we are going to put Run and Charge onto the spear snakes as well. So this goes off on a 5, goes off on a 10.
Why not? You can have it.
Okay. Okay. Movement.
Do I want to do something?
Yes. Countercast.
Do I countercast? No. We are good. We are golden.
Okay, as we head into the Daughters of Khaine player's turn and passing on that magical intervention. Okay, so, well, I found out one. Shalaxi did not declare charge because she ran, and the reason why she ran was to position. He had a plan, is what he was saying to me. I thought he actually had given Euphoric Killers to that model, which would have allowed it to run and charge, but not the case. I did stipulate that. I forgot that he only gave it to 2 units. One was the keeper, that's the hit and run, so to speak, and is now in the far right-hand corner, and the other one's that cavalry unit in the far right-hand corner as well. So Shalaxi's hanging out in the middle of the board. I thought potentially he was positioned Shalaxi for bait to potentially have the Fiends then dive in. The Fiends have an ability that on a 50-50, the unit that's in base contact with them or in combat with them strike last. And I thought that maybe he was saving 2 CP for countercharge, but that is not the case. The Hedonites player does not have 2 CP, only 1 CP. Marathi is positioning. Okay, he's taking it back, I think, more or less. Again, positioning defensively. He did not get Mind Razor off, which would have just sent the offensive punch of either Marathi or their Spear Snakes into the moon, but that is not the case. So it looks like he's just positioning Marathi to act as a potential barrier. That's a manifestation that he's moving around right now. The snake is most likely going to get out of the way. Yeah, I would agree with that. I thought he would have positioned it to potentially charge the Fiends with a manifestation. I guess maybe he has plans to charge Marathi with them. There's only 3 models there. Again, though, when you commit Marathi, you have to commit if you know you could delete the unit that you're going to be banging up against. If not, there's no point in risking the extra wounds, really. Just use her as a big, giant wall, area control, and prevent the enemy from closing in on her. The Spear Snakes, though, are most likely going to go for Marathi. Or I should say, what am I saying? The Spear Snakes are going to go after Shalaxi. I apologize. And I don't even know if that is the best move. The cost of those Spear Snakes are almost equivalent, if not equivalent, to Shalaxi herself. If he wins priority, this will be absolute genius. If he loses priority, he's just going to lose it tit for tat. He's got to take advantage of those snakes, though. Oh, he's going deep. All right, very good. See, with that aggressive move, I would have liked to have seen him be aggressive with Marathi as well. And potentially tag, potentially tag the unit of Slick Blades and the unit of Fiends. The max he'll take is 3. He'll take another 3 on the opposing player's turn, but this is the bottom of the turn, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So he would have a priority roll to potentially bounce out. But the nice thing is, if he loses priority, he would have had tied up the Slick Blades and those Fiends, and the unit of snakes would be untouched. And there's where I would have... I hope somewhere in this plan he's planning on tying up those Slick Blades. Otherwise, if he loses priority, those Slick Blades are just going to pick up the entire unit of snakes. And that will be a fair exchange. And that's not what you're looking for. You're not looking for fair exchanges. You're looking for to stack as much in your favor as you possibly can. And this would have been potentially the moment. If you're going to commit that massive resource, this would have been the moment to actually commit Marathi and get her to tie up all those models to save those snakes. All right, well, we'll see what happens at the end of the turn. Nothing specifically being stated in chat. All right, so let's get back to the game.
18 to them is there. 8 gets me up there.
At least the training people like working for that. Like working are probably better starting to get done this. Right. Figure out a lot of stuff.
So I was gonna save this one. I have to arm, just in case you get all snazzy and come at my back line.
Like 6, no, I go 9. That's my just 9. Like what? The lowest I can go.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, you moved, I said.
And then Little Marathi's gonna run 4, 5 for 11 total.
What if I want to? Yes. Well, they won't make it because they keep it.
Okay. That's it for my movement. Would you like to redeploy?
No.
Shooting. Shadow Queen is going to shoot into Shalaxi.
Okay.
2 and a 2. Hits, and it doesn't wound.
Got the one, didn't you?
Yeah. The snake hero is going to shoot into Shalaxi. So this
throw a
is
spear.
3 and a 3, I think. Yeah, 3 and a 3, nothing special. 1 hits. 2 hit. 1 rend.
1 rend.
Yeah.
5 up. Nope, damage.
D3 for 3.
5 up. She'll take 1.
Okay. Then we are going to shoot this unit into the Seekers.
Okay. You got this.
So what am I looking at? 12 health there?
Yep.
What do I need? I need a reroll for a charge if in case I nuke it. Yeah,
The
we're not
snakes are
gonna,
shooting, right?
Yeah, the snakes here shooting
okay.
into them. Yeah, we aren't all out attacking. 3s and 4s, auto wounding on 6s.
Because I have 11.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1s and 2s go away.
On there, I guess 6. Highly unlikely.
Alright, roll the die now.
In another universe, I'm not going to do it, but in another universe. It's not a 6 for half a second.
4s.
Run, I get +2 for this idiot. +2 because hungry.
I'm trying to
So
find it.
for this guy, he has the.
Damn.
So that is
He's not moving. He's giving
5, 10, 15, 16, 17 at -1.
Holy shoot. All right, show me them 6s.
Yes. Well, I get to choose where I go now. So
What damage each?
Yeah.
All right, show me them 6s again.
11 minimal, 11, 3.
What? So that's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead. You killed them with 1 wound left.
Cool, nice.
Poor little Seekers. They'll come back though.
Yeah. It's her that brings things back, right?
No, her.
That sucks. Yeah, there's so much stuff on the board. So we are going to shoot with them. They are going to shoot into Shalaxi.
Okay.
You can't bring Shalaxi back, right?
No.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
No,
4,
no.
5,
If
6.
that was
Plus the champion. Same thing. 3s and 4s, auto wounding on 6s. 2 go away. 4s. 1 more. 4 at -1.
5 up. She'll take 2.
1 damage
damage?
each.
5 up. She takes 1.
Okay. When she revives things, they have to come in
Half
within.
strength within 9 inches of her.
Okay. And then they're going to move d6. They move 5. And it's in your hero phase that they come back.
Yep.
Actually, no. We're just gonna skirt like that. Here, outside of 3. That's it for my shooting. Shot. She ran. Shot. Yeah, that's everything for my shooting. Oh yeah, you don't have any shooting.
Nah, no shooting.
Charges. You're gonna try charging with. I need my battle tactic. We're gonna charge with the spear snakes.
Okay.
And we're gonna re-roll that with the spear, with the snake hero. Yeah, so we'll take that. So 6 + 1 for 7.
Why the +1? It's because of blood rights, and that's just a thing that Daughters of Khaine armies just have. They just start snowballing. Currently, right now at round 2, they have +1 to their run and +1 to their charges. With those wonderful snake ladies making it into Shalaxi, he should be able to complete his battle tactic. His battle tactic is Slay the Tyrant. So he completes his battle tactic at the end of his turn. If an enemy hero was slain this turn by a combat attack made by a friendly unit, you don't have to pick it. You don't have to pick the unit. You don't have to pick the enemy. It just did a friendly unit kill any enemy hero on the battlefield. Gotta love the flexibility of that battle tactic. Hot dang. So there you go. We should see Shalaxi fall, but let's find out.
So that is a 10-11. And she is just going to tag in there. And then she gets strike first.
He was really looking for a natural 8 or more on the spear snakes to get strike first on them as well. So right now those spear snakes, if they go for the extra attack, they will strike last, leaving a window of opportunity for Shalaxi to put the beats down. Now, because that hero got strike first, it'll go first, and then he could swing with the snake ladies and then decide on whether he spends that CP or not.
What are their attacks like?
4 attacks, hitting on 4s, winning on 3s, run 1, D3 damage against monsters and extra runs.
We're going to charge with the swords. Where was that when I needed it? So that was an 11. I don't really want them piling in anywhere, so. Yeah, I'm not going to charge it in anywhere, because I think anywhere I put it gives you more pile-in opportunity.
Yep.
And I don't really want to do that.
Oh, come on.
Nah.
Nah.
All right, that is it for charges. Would you like to counter charge?
No, 1 CP.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna fight then. Combat phase abilities, they can give out strikes last, but her health is
16, baby!
16, yeah. She has what? 12 left?
12 left.
Okay. So we are going to fight with the spear hero?
Yep.
She has -1 to hit in combat, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're going to fight with the spear hero and then chain into the spear snakes. So 3s and 4s.
All defense.
Crit mortals. So 3s and 4s down to 4s and 4s.
Yep.
So that's 1 at 1 rend.
1 on run rend, so back to a 4 up. Damage?
2 damage.
All right. Okay, snakies.
And then we are going to spend. What's her attack profile? It's similar to that one.
Similar to this one. But her spirit is 3 damage and anti-hero.
Okay. And she can't buff it in any way. We're gonna all out attack them.
Okay.
We aren't gonna fight twice with them yet. Okay, so because they chained from the hero and because they have sacrament, they're 4 attacks each.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Hitting
do this
on base.
hitting on base. I'm gonna do this in batches of 20 if that's okay, because I don't have 40 dice.
Are they +1 rend, right?
No, Mind Razor didn't go off.
Oh, okay.
They're just +1 to hit, +1 to wound, +1 attacks. And then I all out attacked them, so they're back to
Back to
+1.
plus, yep.
So from 3s and 4s to 2s and 3s with crit mortals. This is the first batch.
How many 6s so far?
4. So that's 8 damage so far. 2s and 3s. Am I thought I wasn't. Okay, sorry.
Jonathan, my brother's right here. Oh.
2s and 3s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at rend 1.
2, 4, 6, 9. So that is rend 1. So back to 4 up. 2 go through.
2 go through.
2 damage.
Yep.
So that is
in addition to the mortals.
10 damage.
Yep. So 10 damage so far, and then I'm gonna roll this whole thing again.
Yep. 10 damage so far.
2s and 3s crit mortals.
Another no 4. 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 9 at -1.
Another 9. 2, 6, 8, 9. So another 9. 4 up. Oh wow, a bit worth by 2 this time. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 more. God damn.
And that's including the 4 mortals that went through at the start? Okay.
I already added those ones there, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, say 3, so 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Alright. This one's first, so 5 up. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, she's dead.
Okay, cool. That's it for combat.
Yep.
Okay.
You hold 1, hold 2, battle tactic.
Oh, you have a flag.
1, 2, that one.
Does that one? Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have 1, 2, but not more, and battle tactic. Okay, cool.
And primarily always going to be that one list. Yeah.
Yeah. +1, 2 more. Slay the tyrants. 12.
Oh, you don't have more.
Oh my god, thank you. And not primary.
Yep.
16 to 10.
All right. Ryo. What do you like to do?
I'm gonna take it because I'm behind by 6. Who won priority? Me.
That was big. He actually needed to win that. Being down by 6, though, it just everything beautifully comes together. He could freely take priority without any penalties at all whatsoever. And now is in a heck of a position to do some work. He can actually, well, those snakes are deep enough now that they could potentially get into those Slickblade Seekers. They're the next biggest threat, other than the Keeper that's hiding way in the corner in the top right of your screen. Now, the thing is, can those snakes make it over to those Seekers? Well, he could definitely do it with Morathi. She could flap over there and position accordingly, but hopefully we'll see him get Mindrazor off. Because the difference of Morathi with Mindrazor, without Mindrazor, is just the difference between a light bulb and the sun.
Seize the center.
Oh, just to help you out with your thing, this is going to be it, and that's going to be it.
And then I'll get 2 again.
2. Yep.
Center is like there-ish. You have to get within 6 of the, or
3 inches.
3 of the center.
And not be in combat.
Okay. They can go to the center. She can go to the center. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do seize the center.
Okay.
Seize the center, done. I'm back to 5 CP. You are back to 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Casting. Oh yeah, so this goes away, this goes away, this goes away.
Oh, this goes away because Shalaxi
This
summoned
goes
it.
away. Starting with, she can't put anything on them. She is going to put the 5-up ward onto the bow snakes. On a 3-up, it goes off. They have it. She is going to pray for the fist. Yeah. 5. It could come out, but yeah, I think we're gonna put it down. Within 9 inches and visible. Oh my god, she keeps getting. Yeah. Just back slightly. Then for casting, Morathi is going to
Just want to
put.
check one thing. Because if you're within 12 inches of these guys, you might want to cast.
Yes, 100%.
So you might want to cast.
So she's +1, -1, so we're casting at base. She can't target anything onto that spear snake unit because it's all within 12. We're going to try and put Mindrazor onto Shadow Queen.
Okay.
So it goes off on an 8 base, goes off on a 10 from
Well,
+1,
stop
-1.
that. No, you get it.
Okay. Mind Razor, we're gonna try and put Run and Charge on her as well. So it goes off on a 5. That is a 12.
Of course. All right.
Well, it is go time. She has Run in Charge and Mind Razor up, the additional rend and additional damage on one of her weapons. Yeah. She is definitely going seahorse hunting, and I believe she's going to get real up close and personal with that big group of slick blades you see towards the upper left corner of your screen. She should put some real work into those guys right there. I like with the placement of the fist. That fist, which is, which is just below. Let's see if we get a better angle of it. Right here. Right there. That little fist right there, that manifestation that you see, nicely painted, is going to drop a -1 to damage over those unit of bow snakes, which is good thinking, is basically what I'm trying to say, because that keeper is most likely going to dive right at him. Now, he could position those snakes further back to make that less of an option for him, and that would maybe not be a bad move on his part, but we'll see. I still like to see those the snake ladies located in the middle of your screen to move toward the Slickblade Seekers, as I like to call them, seahorses, to that far left. Have Marathi and them just mince them as much as they can. You eliminate that hammer, and this army has nothing left. And the way she's charged up, she would be a waste going into the Seekers on the bottom left of your screen. That's capping that objective. And that's where all these little small units become a real pain, because you just don't have necessarily the resources to deal with them. And you now have to position units that are way more costly to have to take care of them. And honestly, she really can't afford to go after them when she's fully charged up the way she is. He could leverage all that damage much better on the seahorses than he could on that unit in the bottom left of the screen. Now, does he then send the snake ladies toward the fiends just to kill it? Or does he dogpile that unit? The thing is, if he moves up, like I said, he opens up his middle a lot. And maybe he doesn't go that way because of that reason. Maybe he takes those spear snakes and goes after the fiends just to eliminate them and crush that unit. But it looks like he's actually diving toward his opponent's objective at the top, potentially. We'll see where he ends up.
Move 6. We're going to move her 8 this way.
That's what I was thinking of. Did I forget something on that? Because I never use them.
I'm going to move them 8 this way.
That's great. Oh yeah, they have files for... Thanks for reminding me.
I thought he was going to use one of that small snake hero to seize the center to complete his battle tactic with that small hero and the unit of Khaine. That's interesting. So the snakes are actually melting away from that whole side of the table, just leaving Marathi to take care of it. Ooh, I don't know if I like that as much. I think he's concerned about potentially losing his fire base in the form of the snakes with the bows at the bottom right. But I would have just melted them back a bit more. Oh, there you go. I think he is moving him back. There you go. So they're probably going to go after some fiends. All right, we'll see how this actual round shakes down. Some very interesting moves. Definitely a couple of things I didn't think were gonna move the way they did. I was not expecting the spear snakes to move toward that upper right-hand corner of your screen. I honestly thought there was plenty in that left-hand half of the board to take care of. Because with those bow snakes now moving toward the center, that keeper's really, well, would have been potentially out of play. He could have just isolated that with movement is what I'm trying to say. All right, well, let's see where this ends up being.
Okay, that is it for my movement.
I'm going to redeploy the sick blades.
The Seekers?
The Seekers. My combat-looking ones.
2. So 5 on the charge.
Yep. Just had the... Tails.
As that redeploy continues to happen, I keep on looking at those spear snakes that are there now. I do not know if they're going to be able to actually execute a charge into that keeper, even at +1 to their charge, which is where they're currently at. They're going to just float there. And right now the Hedonites player has bottom of the turn. So he just basically served those spear snakes up to the keeper. Because that keeper is definitely going to commit into them, and it's going to swing with all the power that it has. Now, like I said, keepers hit very, very hard. Yeesh. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Maybe there's something I'm not appreciating right now.
Oh, okay.
The snake hero is going to shoot into the twin blades there.
Okay.
2 attacks, 3s and 3s. 1. Nothing. These 2 bow snakes are going into her. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This champ. 3s and 4s, autos on 6s. I didn't move them, did I?
No, you didn't move them.
That's fine. 3s and 4s, auto wounding on 5s.
Hold it.
4 at -1.
4 -1, so 5. And
1 damage
5.
each.
No, it takes all 3.
The only ones there, so...
They can continue to shoot?
No, they weren't in combat. They were right here, and they weren't in
yeah.
combat there.
Yeah, you killed them. Forgot about that.
So all 3 of them are going into the fiends. 2, 4, 6, +1 for the champion. Same thing, 3s and 4s, autos on 6s.
What the fiends ever do to you?
Be weird demon monsters. I say that as half sync. 4s, nothing. 1 at -1.
6. Now you wait. No.
1 damage.
6. No.
And then they move d6 for 2. We're just going to keep them as close to the center as possible. That is it for shooting. Or no, I still have this entire brick.
Yep.
Oh my god. That would have been really bad if I forgot that. I think all of them are just going into the fiends, yeah. The whole brick into the fiends.
Okay.
So 31 auto wounding on 6s. Yeah. I'm trying not to lean over. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13 at -1.
13. 6s. Neat.
Is that nothing?
And 6s. Neat. So that, and they're dead. Snake shooting. Mwah. They'll come back.
That is it for my shooting. Charges. I am going to. So when I spend these, is it
Roll
as
2 dices. If it's a 1 or a 2,
Two.
that's your result. If it's 3, 4, 5, 6, you get the 6.
okay? If I get a 12 on the charge,
You get 12.
Does it count as 12 or does it replace the roll
No,
with
it's
12?
modified.
Unmodified 12. So I
No, it's a
like my
modified
+1 charge doesn't work. Okay. Tell me if this is 12 from them to her. And you need to end within half an inch. That
That's a
looks
13.
like. So I need to roll.
You need to roll it.
All right. Well, if I get it anyways, then
Hurrah!
they get strike first anyways. So we'll see what happens. No, we'll re-roll that. No.
Wanna come over here?
5, 6, 7. That's still not strike first. So I don't really want to. They're still wholly within 6 of her, so they get the bodyguard stuff. No, I don't really want to do that. For rolling these in combat, you can't do the hit roll.
Yeah, you
It's
can do
only the wound,
save, ward, or run.
Okay.
Or 2 for charge.
Okay. We are going to charge with Marathi.
Want you to do 2 dices?
No, I don't. Not really.
Come on!
Because taking the mortals on her would absolutely suck right now. Because yeah, that gets me my my battle tech. No,
That gets you battle attack.
that gets my battle tactic.
Oh, really? It's the weekend before. Okay. I was gonna say like I didn't really look too much into it, but I was like.
That thing's such a problem.
No, it's not.
Bringing back something at half health is a problem.
No, it's not.
Because I kill those and they reappear somewhere on here.
Oh, kitchen. Okay, I thought you were saying yours.
Honestly, yeah. Charger for 6. I think there were 3 and you redeployed
Yep.
5. So I can tap her in. What's up?
I overheard you. People do this with honor guard all the time. The subtraction of the attack is only the person that leads the regiment.
So her.
That's it. If he attacks her, he gets -1 attack, not to the other snakes.
Really?
So
Because I think Jack.
1 from the attacks characteristics of enemy unit melee weapons while they are in combat with the unit leading that regiment if both of the following are true.
Yeah.
They both have in charge, and yeah.
Yeah, but that's the -1 attack only happens with the person that leads the regiment. So that's her honor guard.
Yeah.
If any attacks swing at her, it's -1 attack. But the honor, like the person that is bodyguard, doesn't get.
No, isn't it? From the attacks characteristics of enemy units' melee weapons while they are in combat with the unit leading that regiment. So, like,
No one can charge from these guys.
if he's in combat with both of them,
Track 1 from the attacks characteristics of enemy units.
there's no targeting. It's as long as you're in combat with both of them.
And these 2 hasn't charged.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
There's no
So weird.
targeting
Yeah,
aspect
so
of it.
weird. So you have to be in combat with her.
Yeah.
Her, and they have to be wholly within 6 of
6
her.
inches of her, yeah.
And then it's
not
just
charging.
it's just
And then-
flat
None of them charge. So
-1.
if they charge, then doesn't take effect.
Yeah. You're right. I think that's how. It almost sounds like it's the.
It
leading
should
unit,
be, yeah.
but it isn't. But you have to be in combat. So if he just gets.
Yeah, like
Just hits this unit.
if you just hit one of them, it doesn't work.
It
But if
doesn't
you
work.
hit
Got it.
both of them, or if somehow you hit this one and they're still wholly within 6, which is like basic, it could happen, but it's near
No, very
impossible.
unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you position just hit the snakes, there you go. That's how
Yeah.
you can avoid it. Anyway,
Anyways,
you're back on game.
we'll see.
Want to charge them?
No, I already did their reroll and everything. So yeah, she can move 7 here. Who do I want to put her into?
All right, now I was a bit confused with bodyguard. I always am. It always sounds like it only affects the person leading the regiment, but it's actually just the condition. So the person leading the regiment is the one that has to be in combat, while also the bodyguard unit's within 6. So then both would get the benefit. Okay, so I was confusing the wording myself. Apologies, folks. Didn't mean to interrupt, but I had to be clear on it. I've seen people interpret it either way, but that I think now is pretty clear. At least I believe so. I mean, you all tell me, but I believe that is correct. So, if that keeper can just clip just the spear ladies, he could avoid that entire mess. If that leader of the regiment, which is that solo hero, is not involved in combat, he would not get any attacks reduced at all whatsoever. All right, back to what the game. It looks like Marathi closed in on those unit of Slickblade Seekers, which is just absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, as I was saying before, it looks like those spear snakes pretty much just served themselves up to the keeper. We'll see what happens in the end. I like the fact those fiends are dead. Would have loved to have seen that manifestation, that snake manifestation, maybe dive into the other unit from the Hedonites on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen and have maybe 2 manifestations charge them. That would have been kind of cool too. But let's get to the big show. And that is Marathi diving into those slick blades. I want to see how much damage she does.
I get my battle tactic and we'll go through combat. So.
Do I want to counter
Do you want to
charge?
counter charge? Yeah.
No.
For the -1 attacks
If you're within
here,
combat with them.
but not if I'm.
If you're within combat with them, you get the -1 and you get 5 upward.
Are you okay if I put her out of combat with them? Because I know it's not It's probably not gonna change much, but I don't really want. Okay, there we go. And then combat phase abilities. We'll tail swipe with her into the Seekers for 2 mortals.
Haha! We're still living with 2 wounds on them. Yeah!
And then combat phase. So we are gonna pile her in.
No, Deemer had a thing come up, so we had to build. He had something come up, so we had to build.
Okay. There's no minus to attack or minus to hit or anything. So
So
because
she has +1 rend right now?
+1 rend, +1 damage because she charged, and then +1 to hit and wound because she's targeting the honor guard. So for her spear, this is 2s and 2s crit mortals,
Okay. So it's 3 damage each, right?
4 damage each.
4 damage each.
I don't I want the game to end.
So 1 goes away. 2 go away.
Yep.
Mortals,
2 die already.
and then 2s. 1 more goes away, so 3 go
3.
through.
So 3 die. 3 more die.
And then 2d6 for her tail. 2d6 attacks for 3. 4s and 4s to 3s and 3s. 1. 1 at 1 rend.
I get a save? Aw.
2 damage.
So that kills the one that has the wound on it?
And then her tail. So this is going to be 1 attack, 2s and 2s?
Yep.
Yeah. Where am I looking there? 2s and 2s. It hits.
Okay.
It makes no sense to spend 1, 2s, and 2s. It wounds 3 rend, 7 damage.
So 1 dies, 1 has 1 wound left.
Okay. That is it for her combat.
Neat. Now I'm going to do my 3 wounds on her, and I'm probably just going to run away. 3, 3, 4. These are hitting on 3s.
If you want to before, I'm totally fine, like, except for Friday. Monday, Tuesday,
6s are crit hits, so 1 goes back. And 4s. That is 4 at rend 1.
5s. Save 2.
1 damage each.
6s.
Dude, my Swarm Brothers did fucking
Save 1, 1 goes through. She has taken 1 damage.
So far. Now let me lick ya.
I don't know, but that's what happens to me.
These are hitting on 3, 6s are crits.
I do fine with vacuums and spearmen and whatever.
Thank you.
And 1 goes back.
I don't understand.
And through 4s. That is 3 at no rend.
4s. Save 1.
1 damage each.
6s. Save 1, take 1. She has taken 2.
Yep.
Are you going to deal any more damage this
Nope.
turn? Okay. 9, 8, 7. End of turn. We are going to spend a point and power through.
Okay.
So I am down to spend 1. I'm down to 4.
And how many more do you do to that unit?
1.
That'll kill 1 more guy.
And then we are going to try and. Alright. She was touching that side, that side. Okay. That is my turn. So then
Get
I
your
hold.
10.
Yep. 1, 2.
Hold more. No, you don't hold more because I have that, and that.
That,
So
yeah.
you get the
1, 2 primary. 1.
and you took the double.
But I was below 6. We started 10, 16.
Yeah.
So when where'd the battle tactic go?
I mean, once it's run its course and things get
Okay, let's see if.
for 8 points, like I still,
Huh?
I don't think it was.
I'm the underdog man.
Yeah. Okay, weird.
That's weird.
So if. Oh, it just went away. The battle. Okay, well, I completed my battle
Yeah,
tactic.
we'll be back.
Control 1, Control 2, Control primary.
Yeah.
Pretend that the other person, the program hasn't caught up with you.
Oh,
Okay.
Pretend the other person took it. Who won priority? You did.
I did.
Okay. Pretend that he won it. So he won it.
Oh,
He
okay.
won priority.
I see what you're saying. I want
first-
fire. There you go.
Okay.
And now he gave it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Sorry, that's the workaround.
So we are 16 to 18. Going into bottom of 3.
Okay. So wait, does that? Okay. So let's see.
All right, and then this goes away.
Mm-hmm.
The run and charge goes away, but Mind Razor stays.
And this goes away because
She
I
heals
heal 3.
flat 3,
Flat
right?
3.
Yeah.
All right, so how well did that turn go? It went pretty darn well. He basically neutered the Slickblade Seekers, or the Seahorses, I like to call them. But unfortunately, this turn would have been absolute perfection if for the fact that those Spear Snakes weren't in the position that they were in. That's a little bit heartbreaking. We'll see what happens. Maybe he'll get lucky, but this turn more or less went as good as it could have been from a rolling perspective. He even suffered a little bit of bad luck with some of his attacks, and he still practically deleted the unit. So we're going to see right now what the Hedonites player does with his keeper. It looks like he's beelining toward the objective. We'll find out in a moment. Now, the Daughters of Khaine player still has the bows and Marathi. And Marathi did not take a full 3 damage. So for every turn she does not take 3 damage is a turn she gets to stick around. And the Hedonites player is really running out of resources to do something about it. The downside of powering through, if you want to call it a downside, is those Slickblade Seekers do actually unlock an extra damage when they charge. So by disengaging them, they're able to inflict more damage, but there's only 2 of them. I think the mission more or less is complete. It looks like there are some demons coming back, which is quite cool. It's just a real shame that those spear snakes are in danger. All right, well, let's see what happens at the end of this round.
So you know what? I need crit mortals. I'm gonna use one of my things to try to banish. Is that banish is what?
Does it say on there?
Oh, it's not banish. I have to kill it.
Doesn't it?
Oh no, 7. Never mind.
7, yeah. So 7 plus 1
Yep.
plus 2, actually, yeah.
Oh, so you're saying there's a chance? Get the hell out of here.
So that was the big snake?
Yep, big snake. I'm now within 18. No. So you know what? We are going to do. You guys are still for it, so I know what you guys are gonna do. You know what? I'm going to do. Let's bring Mr. Tentacles back in. No, he's not coming back in. So that's done. You're done. You're done. Nothing there. Do I want to rally? Yeah, I'm going to use the CP to try to rally the Twin Souls there.
Okay.
I get
1, 2, 3.
1 back.
Cool.
Stop hugging. Thank you. Okay. That's all my shenanigans. Would you like to do something?
We'll try to give out the 3-up ward. Yeah, 3 or 5-up ward
5-up ward?
on a 3-up. Nope, does not go off. And then spend some CP because I have. This was the center marker. They had 1 health taken. Not within 12. Not within 12. Two. Covering fire, all out attack. We're gonna spend a CP. And then 12, yeah. We're gonna spend a CP and rally the Harpies. If a friendly unit, yeah. So I'm down to 3. Thank you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So looking for 4s. 1 comes back. Okay. That is it for my hero phase.
Okay. Moving. You move 12. That's the thing too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, as we head into the Hedonites movement phase. Oh, where is that keeper going? Interesting. Well, first off, I'd like to welcome anyone new to the channel. Welcome to us. If you dig this kind of thing, well, we do this. We try to do it, assuming there's no snowstorms or anything like that. We tried to do this every Wednesday night. We also stream 40K games on Friday, so twice a week we do streams. And then we also stream our events. Currently, right now, we have an invitational series for both 40K and AoS. And if you want to follow that, well, that'll be a very interesting thing. We're holding 5 events across 5 months, and we're taking the top 16 players and inviting them to an invitational where they get to play for some absolutely phenomenal trophies and prizes. Currently, in the not too distant future, we got a 40K tournament, and not too distant, I mean this weekend, we'll be streaming our 40K event, followed by our AoS GT on the following weekend after that. And that will be a 2-day affair, so 5 rounds. So that will be lots of fun. If you want to follow that, well, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to close in on 1,000 subscribers by March. That's our goal. Nothing wrong with maybe hitting it a little bit sooner. And if you can find it in your hearts while you're down there hitting that button, well, you know what? Cast a spell on that thumbs up, just so that more eyeballs can be put on our channel. We got a whole bunch of goals. We can only do so with your support, and we appreciate everyone who's followed us so far. This game is going interesting. All sorts of things were unexpected. I was not expecting that keeper to go after the bow snakes while under that spell of -1 damage. I was fully expecting him to dive into the spear snakes, which are way more exposed currently right now, and he could position so that his attacks didn't need to be subtracted. So I All sorts of things are happening right now. Now, mind you, if he kills those bow snakes, that's almost as good, really. And what's nice about going after those bow snakes is he's fighting over an objective. That's kind of cool. So he can clip those bow snakes and be on an objective at the same time. The issue, of course, is if he doesn't delete enough of them, they will pile and maybe have an opportunity to scoop that objective from underneath them. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just would have liked to have seen him go after the spear snakes, which is what I thought he was going to do. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, we'll see what happens at the end of this turn. Hopefully, for the Hedonites player, we'll see a whole bunch of dead bow snakes and him holding both those objectives. So he's moved the Seekers into that center bottom objective, which is pretty darn cool. So he'll control, let's see now, 1, 2 more for certain. And he is going after his actual battle tactic is take their lands. I'm assuming that is that pillar. Or maybe that forest. Maybe it's most likely the forest. That the unit of Seekers, everything's a Seeker. I apologize, folks. But the unit in the middle, at the bottom middle, see how it's touching that forest? He most likely picked that for take their land. So he'll score that easily. And right now, he's actually threatening clipping the primary as well. So I keep on forgetting about this, but the primary is what unlocks the extra 2 points. So assuming everything goes well for him this turn, we could see him score actually 10 points at the end of this round.
Sucks. No, we're not going to redeploy.
Okay. Shooting. I have no shooting.
We are going to covering fire.
Okay.
We're going to covering fire with this. I had a 4 here and a 4.5 here.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Down to 2. So 3s and 4s down to 4s and 4s. Yep. Auto win 6s. This one is cocked. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 for 9 at -1.
9 minus 1, so 5. Good, good. Okay, and then 5 again. She'll take 6 so far. 6.
And she has 16 in total, right?
Yes? Question? I play this army a lot and I don't remember the freaking thing. Yep, 16. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all shooting. Charges.
Charges.
All right, keeper. You know what to do. 8. And see, probably just just in case. Sick blades.
less than 50.
That is a 9.
What I use to trade my
That might be able to make it. Yep.
like Dennis, like get the magnetizer one.
Do one charge number 2.
Yeah.
That should be enough to kill them.
I mean, I can do it easy. The problem is I have an open window.
Yeah, okay. That's everything.
Models and
That's it? No more charges?
Oh, he might be forgetting about that fist that's in the center. The thing I'm referring to is basically right there. That incantation, well, what used to be called an incantation, I guess, or evocation, reduces damage by 1. So it's going to counter the unlock damage from the Slickbait Seekers. So I don't know if he took that into consideration. We'll find out in a second.
Over here and give them strike first. Here, get strike first. Does 12 actually bring them? It does.
or weapon X, God forbid.
Yeah, I'm going to spend 2 CP and I'm going to countercharge.
Alright.
I'll use your dice because it's fitting. Spent. So basically anything but a 1 and 2.
1 and 2, you're fine. If you get 1 or 2, you're done.
Do I take, so will it be
take
2
mortal wounds.
D3?
2 D3s.
Okay.
For each dice.
Okay, now the question is, where do I want them to go?
So he did it. He remembered the temptation dice. He got to actually use them. And because he didn't roll a 1 or a 2, both those dice actually count as 6. So rolled a 12, folks. A 12. So not only did he make the charge, but now those spear snakes are fighting over that objective at the same time. And there's no way the keeper is going to be able to scoop up that objective. Heads up play from the Daughters of Khaine player. Good job remembering a mechanic that's not part of your army. Fantastic that he actually got to pull it off. And right now, this is all I got to remind everyone, this is all happening on the Hedonites player's turn right now. Holy cow. Right now on his own turn, he could see his keeper picked up at this moment. And by the way, those snakes are probably within the aura of that fist as well. So they'll be also -1 damage when you throw attacks at them. This, it's all falling apart right now. Not like this.
Here it is.
I got finally compensated for it. I got my Clive Kane
No, that's anything that'll be modified.
my right build. How dare
No, yeah, you're fine.
So it's an unmodified 12?
Yeah.
Okay. So they get strike first. I don't have any other combat phase abilities.
Okay, so I'm going to give you +1 save onto those guys, but my sword does strike 3 to you.
Okay. So I don't have any CP, so we're gonna start just by piling them in. Okay, so all 10 are...
I do not believe temptation dice are natural rolls, as they replace the roll with a 6. The guys have already reached an agreement on that. But if anyone knows a definitive answer, I do not believe a replacement of a 6 is an unmodified roll.
5, 10, 15, 21.
Guys, I don't believe this is an unmodified roll.
So it's a modified roll.
Well, yeah, it's a replacement of a die roll. It replaces with a 6. An
that-
unmodified roll is just.
Ah.
I could be wrong, but I do not think I am.
Yeah, here, buddy. You want to do your boy solid? Just bundle that mat with that case I'm buying, and then the Godzilla mat with the case I'm buying. Do your boy solid? Godzilla. That's King Deep. Yeah.
Okay, it says unmodified, right?
Yeah, it says unmodified.
I'm sorry.
So an unmodified roll is just straight up dice.
Yeah.
A replacement is not. That's how I would rule it anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just trying to.
and like the last guy I played against Daughters, he said that same thing, but it wasn't. He didn't get the strike first.
Yeah, I don't-
I'm fine with running it like that, where I don't get the strike first.
Yeah. You don't get the strike first. I don't think.
Yeah,
mean,
but I
obviously
get-
you can
I
still
get-
activate them.
Okay, so active.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still activate them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would activate first.
and then.
Would
okay.
you have piled her in closer that way?
No.
Okay,
I
so
will
I'm
yeah,
fine to pile
yeah,
them
fine
in.
with-
I'll
and
leave them there, and then we'll
And then
pull
I'll just
them.
hit. I was going to use my. If they didn't charge, I would use my sword against them. But since they charged, I might use my sword
Yeah.
against them.
Okay. This will be -1 to wound because of the fist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm +1, -1 for wounds then.
Yeah.
Neat.
And
Alright.
they are +1 to save.
To save.
Are you're still good with that?
Yep.
Okay.
So these are hitting on 2s and wounding on 3s. I'm +1, -1 since that little.
Yep.
6s are crit hits.
Sustain. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Okay,
gonna be
that's fine.
gross. Yeah.
And wounding on 3s. Oh, that +2 would have helped a lot. 6 at Ren 2. 5 at Ren 2.
5 at Ren 2, back to base, or back to 6s.
6s.
Boy, did I remember the fist completely wrong. It used to be -1 to damage. Now it's -1 to wound. Still pretty darn good, but nowhere near as nuts as it was before. I'm not sure if all of you overheard the conversation. We were talking about an unmodified roll. I do not believe using temptation dice counts as an unmodified roll. That would be the ruling that we are going with. If any of you think different, please comment. I'd love to know. Cite something for me, but I do not believe it is an unmodified roll. So he still chose to activate the actual spear snakes, and it looks like the keeper got the ability to strike first.
How much damage?
4 damage.
Save 1, 3 go through. So 1 dies, 1 takes a wound.
Yep.
Takes a wound. Okay.
Okay, hit me back.
What's her control score?
5.
5? Okay. That sucks.
And I took away back her all defense. Since I was going to use that now.
So you're using the all-out defense
No, I
right
didn't
now?
use it.
Okay, so she's just regular
Regular
save.
base now.
We are gonna pile in. No, we can do that later. Everything's fought here. We will fight with the bow snakes. This is control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any. I don't think I'm getting either of these back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 4 here, 2, 4, 6.
So those are going
8.
on to.
These into the Seekers,
Okay.
and then we'll do the other 6 into Keeper of
Okay.
Secrets. So 8. For the -1 to hit, is it only targeting her?
Only targeting her.
Okay. So this is going to be 3s and 4s down to 2s and 4s. 2 go away. 1, 2, 3, 4 at no rend.
Are you gonna kill one off the bat? One left.
And then the other 1, 2, 4, 6, 8,
3 already.
10, 12 plus the champion. And this is into the keeper. 2s and 4s. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 at no rend.
6 at no rend, so 4 up. I'll take 2.
Okay.
1 damage each.
Yeah.
5 up. I'll take both.
Okay. And then I'm assuming the Seekers.
Yep. My beautiful little Seekers. So they're just going to just let's just down here and then Sergeant 4 attacks. Regular dude 3 attacks. These are crit hits. +1 rank because they're anti-infantry when they charge.
Yep.
3, and then 2 go back for crits, hits, and 4 because we suck at hitting things. That is
That's not bad.
4 at rend 2.
Was that with the -1 rend from this? Or -1 wound?
3 at
Yeah,
rend 2.
sorry about that. At rend 2, they had the plus to save. They don't.
They don't.
These go right through.
1 damage, 2 damage each. Because I put
2,
+1
4,
damage in the
6.
charge.
6s.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I do it to you a couple times, you do it to me a couple times.
1 dies.
That's how it goes. Now I'm just going to lick you because why not?
Okay, I pulled the 1.
Horses. Nice. All right, they don't want to heal that much. 1 goes back for crits. 2, no rend.
5s. Both go through. 1
1
damage.
damage.
6s. Save 1 damage on the squad.
All right, I'll just lick you for just 1. All right, hit me with the bull snakes now, or with the spear, the pointy stickies.
We're gonna fight with the Hag Queen first, actually.
The Hag Queen.
Dun, 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 dun,
forgot
dun,
about
dun,
her.
dun. Ew. It's so silly. So this is 4 attacks, 3s and 4s, -1/+1, so she's back at base.
Okay.
So yeah, 3s and 4s with crit mortals. 2 hit. 1 wound at 1 rend.
5 up. Good.
And then the spear snakes. 2, 4, 6,
Poke me.
8, +1 for the champion. Yeah, 3s and 4s, crit mortals.
Hi, Doctor. How many crit mortals?
2 at 2 damage.
4 so far.
3 at 1 rend.
3 at 1 rend, so 5. Uh-oh.
So then 2 more damage each, so 6 damage.
Five up. Okay,
I think she
I'll
lives.
just do that. She'll take 5 more. Oops, 5 more.
She lives. Yeah.
She lives. She lives with a little cherry on top.
How much health does she have?
She has 3 health left. Look at that.
Oh, God.
14, 12, 13, yeah, 3 health left.
Okay.
Okay. That's everything. So I'm gonna power through with her. Because if I let her there, then she is definitely gonna die. She's definitely gonna die. So like, you can have that. I don't want that anymore. Like, I want to run away. I'll be the coward this time. And I'll do DC mortals onto the spear snakes.
Yep.
For 2.
Take both.
I ran away like a coward.
Okay. Yeah, they can't power through. I think that's end of turn.
Yep. So got your middle.
Yep.
Got over there. Got here still. Got there still.
So 1, 2 more primary.
And take their lands.
Which one were you taking their lands with?
The one over
the
there.
forest, yeah.
Yeah, the only one forest that I can actually reach.
All right.
All right.
Initiative.
Initiative.
I assume you're taking it.
Let's see.
So no battle tactic.
No battle tactic. Oh, can you heal 3 on her? Because at the end of the turn.
1, 2, 3 for 4. So she's taken 10.
Let's see. This is what, turn 4?
Yeah. And what's the score?
26-18.
Oh. I don't know if I can come back, even if I get it.
Tree charging. Wipe the way. Send you guys in to kill. Oh wait, because we're not doing it.
What is it? Slaves will probably have an easier time meeting this.
I don't know if he really has much choice. I think he just takes this. Scores 1, 2 more. Get a battle tactic if he could squeeze it. And actually, he could probably score... Wait, if he can't take a battle tactic. No, he has to drop the battle tactic. So yeah, go 1, 2 more, and he'll capture primary as well. So that'll be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's at max 6 points. That'll park him at 32. The max the Hedonites player can score is 10. That'll put him at 28. And then we go into final round. It'll be a photo finish for sure. But I believe he has to take this.
1.
Okay.
Okay. The only porch one is that one there. So you'll get 1 dice.
Cool.
That's the only downside of this list is that normally, half the demon prints, they do that. Floating around and if they get the lead.
Me as a person, I just hold myself to such a high standard that I always want to do the best at what I do, and sometimes I'm not good at it.
We are going to do...
In all honesty.
So what's going on?
1/4.
All right, sorry, folks. I actually had reversed the actual scores. My fault entirely. Actually, Hedonites currently is at 26. And the Daughters of Khaine player is at 18. Apologies. There you go. That made it a little bit more clear, which is why the comment was happening and why we're contradicting. Paul Senior there, he's down more than 6. He can't take attack. That is, I understand where you were coming from. Apologies. The Hedonites player is currently winning 26-18. If he scores 6 this round, the Hedonites player will be at 32. And the max, it'll go down to, it would really all depend on the last priority is what I'm basically trying to say. The Daughters of Khaine player isn't just quite out just quite yet. But assuming, I'm seeing die rolls here. Let's find out who's actually, there's measurements happening. Let's see what is actually happening.
We are going to try and give... We're kind of going to try and do the Doomfire on the Seekers.
Okay.
This is a...
Give it or
I gave it to him.
you gave it to him?
Yeah.
This goes off on a 7. We're targeting the Seekers. +1, 4, 5, 6 doesn't go off. We are going to give run and charge. We are top of 4.
Yep.
We are going to give.
Alrighty, that's exciting. So the Hedonites player did actually give turn. Why did he do it? Well, first off, Marathi, way up in the corner. She's way out of position. Second, the bow snakes are actually tied up currently right now in combat. And third, the spear snakes, there's only 3 of them left. So they're quite neutered themselves. So the Hedonites player is basically saying, is like, I'm not really going to get cracked back too hard if I give it away. And right now, he might have a hard time completing a battle tactic himself. So he had to fall back. I'm sure he was saving it to try to save it to as close to the end of the game as possible. But the Daughters of Khaine player, it has chosen Take Their Lands. So with Take Their Lands, Marathi is in position to just take that tower potentially, but that'll put her further away. He's got an option to take their lands with the unit of Khaine that are in the center of the board. That might be a better play and maybe get Marathi back into the game. Either way, I think it was, in retrospect, a great move. Great move on the Hedonites player. And good heads-up play. I thought he would have to take it, but not the case. So Paul Sr., yeah. Exactly right. I goofed on the scoring, my man, which is why I was saying one thing and you were saying another. Brutality Jenkins, oh boy, he shouldn't have given it. I thought he should have taken it, but after looking at the table right now, folks, what do you think? I think he's all right. I think he's in a good spot. Like I said, Marathi's way out of play. The spear snakes are neutered, so they're not going to hit all that hard, although he just rallied one. And like I said, the bow snakes are tied up. So let's find out. I'd like to give a shout out to my balls for hitting the like button. Be like my balls and hit that like button, folks.
Mic down, mic down. I didn't break nothing.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I think if I hit, I went like this and it came off like I'm being too,
7 AP2 for 2 damage. And 1 AC3 for 1 damage.
See, nothing happened. What are you talking about? Only with me.
All right. Yeah, would you like to countercast or anything?
Do I want to countercast or anything? Do I need to? No, I'm a rally actually. The keeper. Five back?
Jesus. That's
She ain't dying anytime soon, boys.
4, 5.
Thank you.
Movement. We are gonna run with the harpies. Actually, no, I'm not gonna run with them. Sorry, I shouldn't have rolled that dice.
That's not nothing.
Thank you for that.
That's not nothing. What are you talking about? I didn't see no roll.
They move 12. I did take their land, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I would have done your thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just don't blow it up.
No,
Actually, I don't need it no more. You can blow it up.
That was for them. They are control 1 no matter what.
Yep. I'm just a baby.
Beat the baby. Shake the baby.
You don't shake baby?
You know what Mitch did to me in Grand Clash, right? Okay. beat the baby. Okay, Murphy, where are you going? Where are you going, Murphy? No, just stay there.
I would prefer not to just stay right there.
Oh, come on. Just stay there just a little bit longer.
12, okay. She was at 7. The swords moved 12.
One more fight. Lord of Ruins.
9. Quarter. She is just moving just slightly into that quarter. The priest is going to run for 4. 6 plus 4, 10.
And then the character.
Moved. They're stuck in combat. Moved. Okay, done. Would you like to redeploy?
No.
Okay. Shooting those two into the beasts. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3s and 4s, autos on 6s. 4 at -1.
I thought we would have seen possibly a redeploy on that keeper. That keeper is really, really important. So the keeper is that round model at the bottom of your screen that those snakes just move toward. The spear snakes, that is. Can 4 spear snakes put her in the ground? I don't know. I don't know. They can hit pretty hard. What do we got? Brutality. What are you saying, buddy? If he takes it, he could tie up the other randos, not allowing them to score objectives while still controlling more. By giving it, he just allows a little randoms to sneak in. Yeah, I 100% understand where you're coming from. I'm trying to see what he was seeing potentially. I think, like I said, I think I would have taken it. But like I said, the upside is he can now score potentially 10. We'll see what he has at the end of this turn. Man, it would be absolutely tragic if that keeper falls to those spear snakes. It was very, very fortunate that that those Slickblade Seekers that are tying up the bow snakes didn't die in the magic phase. So that was cool. They're probably going to die in the shooting phase. So we'll see what happens.
5. You need a 5.
Okay. Charges. We are going to charge with the Spear Hero. Can I get an unmodified 8? That's a 6. We're going to re-roll for herself.
Okay.
For 10. Yeah, I want this point. She goes in, she gets this, she gets this, she gets strike first. And then we are going to charge with the spear snakes.
Stabby, stab.
Actually, we're going to charge with Marathi. Or Shadow Queen, I should say. What is that? 4?
4. Love it.
We're gonna spend a CP
Okay.
to reroll that.
And I spend 1 for rally.
Uh, 7, 8 plus 1, 9. Doesn't get her there, but gets her up to here.
You have to injure.
Yeah, if I tag them on the behind, then she's still within 3 of that guy. They can fall back, but...
I would have loved to have saved that reroll for the charge on the keeper. I think that would have been potentially more important. We'll see. So Marathi's there. She has to choose a pile. I don't think she's within 3 of the Slick Blade. So she'll have to choose... Yeah, I don't know why he did that. All right, well, let's see what happens with those spear snakes.
Nice, for a 10, 11.
Wow, that was awesome. That was very, very fortunate. Now, because they rolled an 11 and they are Scathe, they will have the strike first ability. So that's huge.
The swords are going to charge.
Ooh.
For 12. Just going to tap in there. That is it for my combat, or for my charges. Would you like to countercharge?
We'll use 2 CPs to countercharge these guys.
6. Yeah, 100%.
That cost me 2 CPs, but it was worth it.
Okay. So combat phase abilities. We're gonna start with Marathi's tail swipe. No, she's not gonna pull anybody into range of that. D3 mortals onto the twin soul.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, no. Oh my god, I'm going back and forth on so many decisions this game. Yeah, twin souls. D3 mortals for 3.
Now, since in combat we get 5 ward now. Since we didn't charge, you kill 1.
And then the blades are gonna see if I can give you no all-out defense on a 3-up. No, you're good. So then
there's a chance.
And then I'm gonna spend 1 CP on strike twice on the spear snakes. So they finally use their strike twice.
So they strike first and then they strike last.
And then they strike normal because it cancels out. Yeah.
I don't think you want to remove that middle.
Oh, it'll take them out of coherency.
Yeah. There you go, buddy. One or the other on the ends.
So we'll do both my strike first things. We'll do the snake hero over here. So we're round 4.
Yep. There, I'm going to give you...
Oh yeah, combat phase stuff.
Your number CPs, right?
I have 2 CP left.
2 CPs?
And I'm +1 to hit, +1 to wound right now. in combat.
So I'll give you +1 to save.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are going to start with the Spear Snake over here. 3s and 4s to 2s and 3s with crit mortals. 1 and 3s. 1, 2, 3 at 2 rend.
2 rend damage.
Damage 3 on all of these. So 3, 6, 9, 12 damage.
3, 6, 9, 12. Nah, he dead.
Okay. Then my other strike first. So we're gonna do their first attack. So 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 1 for the champion.
She'll all defense there.
Okay. So +1 -1 for their hit. So 3s and 3s. 3s and 3s with crit mortals. No crit mortals.
Love those 1s and 2s.
And 3s, 2 at -1.
2 -1, so back to 4 up. I'll roll double 1s. Nice.
4 damage.
4 damage. 5 up. I'll take 2.
Okay.
See, how much will she have right now?
5.
All right.
So up to 6 plus 1.
Good. I'll roll 1. Nice.
So now my first strike normal. The problem is I think they're so dead. They're not gonna die. That thing I don't care about. Yeah, we're gonna volley with them again. 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 1. 3s and 3s. 2 crit mortals. 3 go away. 2, 3 at -1 again.
Back to a 4 up. We're good. So we take 2 4 mortals.
Yep.
We'll take 2 more.
6, 2, 3.
She has 9, right?
Yeah. Oh, and then I would have piled them in
Yep.
like that. I still can only really get 2 touching because I'm in base to base with her.
Okay. Activate the Slick Blade.
He's in combat with Marathi, or with the Shadow Queen.
3 inches, so can go like that. Keep her away from the objective. So 4 attacks. Hitting
Who's
on
this going into? The
snakes.
bows?
Yep. All hit. 3 at rend 1.
Was that -1 to wound?
2 at rend 1.
6s. Both go through.
1 damage each.
6s. 1 dies.
Horsey. 1. 1 no rend. Licky licky.
5 up goes through. 6 up goes through.
Jonathan, when you pull out that casualty, you'd actually break coherency.
We're both doing it this game.
Yes, you are. So you'd have to pull
This one.
That's good. Now you owe him another.
This one.
There you go.
It never ends.
All right. That was that combat. We are going to go in with the swords.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Just having little side conversations regarding coherency. You have to be very, very careful because in this edition, when you pull a casualty and you break coherency, you immediately have to resolve coherency and potentially collapse a unit before removing the next casualty. So yeah, it's a pain for sure, and it really punishes your positioning as you set up the units and pull out casualties, and it can force your hand into less ideal situations, where he had to pull from the other end, and that's just the way it is. All right, how's this turn going? Not bad. I still think I would have preferred him taking the turn instead of giving it, and do exactly what the commentator Brutality Jenkins had mentioned, which is basically get that scoring happening and pick up all those loose units, as he referred to it as randos, these little small units that are still effectively scoring them objectives and scoring them battle tactics. And that would have been the opportunity, because as Seeker's Cavalcade, he had the ability to retreat and then charge. So those Slick Blades, which were 2 at the time, could have retreated. Could have retreated and actually picked up those Khanari that were in the center of the board, or even tagged Marathi in the center of the board. Probably done both, and hit her for another 3 damage as well. So it doesn't look like Marathi's dying this game at all. I think that window's now closed. She's now pretty much indestructible at this point. I think she's only at 7 wounds right now, so there's no possible way for the Hedonites player to be able to kill her. No possible? No, I guess there is still a possibility if he actually hit her for 3 this round, which I don't think he has. All right. In any case, it'll be very, very interesting going into the Hedonite turn. We'll see what that keeper does to those spear snakes right now. It looks like he might be resolving the Seekers as well.
And 5s. Oh, look at that. 3. They want to look at 3 times.
3 at no rend?
No rend.
So 4s. Save 2, 1 damage?
1 damage.
6. Goes through. 1 damage in the pool. We are going to activate the bow snakes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Remember the so it's there is no AP on it, right? But
Two, 4, 6, 10, 12, plus 1 from the champion. 3s and 4s to 2s and 3s. Nothing special. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at no rend.
5 up. He just dies. Okay, the keeper. 4 attacks. Hitting you on swords, hitting on 2. How is the holy fin or within 12?
normally the basic quick fire is
Where did I put it? Wholly within 12, which they are.
No, the keeper. Keeper holy within 12?
No, it's for when the units
Oh,
that
when the
target
units-
friendly
okay.
units, Daughters of Khaine infantry, while they are wholly within 12
Oh,
of this
okay.
manifestation.
So hitting on 2s, winning on 4s. And 4s. 1 at rend 2.
And they're +1 to save.
Yep.
So 6. Save it.
And the claws. Crit. And 4s. Nothing. Cool. Okay. Over here?
Yeah.
What do you want to do over there?
We're going to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't really pile in anywhere. You still control this one, right? I honestly, don't even want to kill them, but you have to fight if you're in combat. So they're minus one attack.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just everything's going into them. 3s and 3s to 2s and 2s. No crits.
Oh my god, it might survive.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 at 2 rend.
4 at 2 rend?
Yep.
6s.
3 damage each.
I got this.
3, 6,
I got
9,
this.
12.
5 up ward. No, they're dead.
Okay. I don't think I have the scoring capability to come back from this.
Okay, over here. So you can go like this. You can go like that. So all 5.
What's the rend on this?
Rend 1.
I'm gonna all out defense. 2 to 1 CP.
4 attacks each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Sergeant. So hitting on 3s, winning on 4s. And 4s. Two, 4, 6, 7 at rend 1.
4, 5, 6, 7. Rend 1 back down by all out defense. So 5s. I save 2. How much damage?
1 damage each. Yeah, 1 damage each.
6s. Save 1, 2 die. So I won't have the objective, but I'll still get my battle tactic. Is there any other combat?
Nope.
Or I can attack with 1 there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to go?
Here.
If you
Well, I'm not piling in. I'm just gonna
just do 1 attack.
3 and 4. 1
Okay.
hits. It wounds. No rend.
4 up. No.
1 damage.
5 up. We're
Saves
good.
it, yeah. All right. Can't power through. Can't power through. Can't power through. I think that's it for. Oh my god, I'm still stuck in combat here. That sucks. 1, 2. Which one was your primary?
Doesn't matter. We'll just do that one. You a guy anyways.
1, 2, primary, and battle tactic for take their land. On to your turn. We are match 26-26. So,
What can I do? Who's your entourage? Oh, Marathi. And
Yeah.
those guys.
yeah. And they are in combat right
They
now.
are in combat.
So 4 AP
So let's sure for we're gonna do not waver.
Fight twice, don't die.
Okay.
She heals 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's back to 3.
Other entropy.
Oh yeah, this stays.
So first things first. She is going to banish that hand there.
The fist. That gets banished on a 7,
7.
and you are +1 because there's 2 on the board.
Goes off on an 8.
Okay.
And she's going to cast Overwhelming. Actually, no. She's not going to cast that. She's going to cast.
All right, as he continues to cast spells, how did that turn go for Daughters of Khaine? Well, I got to say it didn't go too shabby. Clawing up, he's at 26 points right now. Obviously, the Daughters of Khaine player, the Hedonites player has not gone yet. He will score at least 1. Ooh. The majority of these objectives, I believe, are actually controlled by... Let's see right now. Of the top 3 objectives, I believe the Hedonites player controls the center. I do not know if he controls the top left. If he controls the top left... No, because the Marathi was there before. So he does not control the top left. So he controls the center, the top center, and he controls the bottom left. That's only 2 points. He would have to also take the primary off of the Daughters of Khaine player, which you can do. If he scores that, that would be an additional 2 points. And currently right now, he is aiming for Do Not Waver. So no units can die this turn, or he loses that. If he could score 10 points, that could potentially put him out of... Oh, hold on 1 second. I believe that manifestation was removed this round, so he can't cast it again. Here, let me go to the table and see where things are at.
That manifestation was removed this round.
Oh, it can't come back.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you get that 1
Alright.
CP
You
back.
gotta monitor your own game too, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Oh.
David.
I'm sorry! I'm just like, I'm thinking about, wait, did I just spell that?
Talking to you, David.
I'm zoning out, man. Too many snakes. Can't keep the count.
I'm gonna try to put her 3/5 upward onto the bow
Yeah.
snakes. It doesn't go off.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
See, we're not paying attention. And like, no, you're not paying attention. You're gonna do this. We just smacked each other.
I'll remind everyone, it's much easier to observe a game from the sidelines. Obviously, when you're deep in the think tank and trying to figure out what you need to do, you could lose track of details like manifestations and such. All right, well, he's got to score 10 points. I mean, it'd be fine if he scored 8, but if he scores 8, all right, so he's retreating there. He'll cap that objective, so that will get him 1-2, but not necessarily more. That's the issue. Because he'll control the top middle, he'll control the bottom left, and now he'll control the bottom right. So he's in a bit of a bind position. He just doesn't have enough units to do anything. Well, not anything. That would be a little extreme. He doesn't have enough units to exert enough board presence. I don't believe... I think he still has an opportunity to bring back a demon unit. off of the keeper. We'll see what happens, but I like him to pick up those Canary up at the top. And yeah, he needs to figure out a way to score at least 8 points this round.
No, I don't think there's any way that I can like make a big difference here. Yeah, they're just gonna. That's fine.
Okay.
No redeploys.
No replay. Okay. Shooting.
This is the question.
The only thing with him, he doesn't give tools. So you got 6 AP, 1 6.
They're outside of 12. She's inside, and that'll bracket her. Because you're just going to pull, if I kill any, you're just going to pull them towards the objective. She's going to be rend to...
I'll roll for them first.
No,
Doesn't matter because I kind of.
I'm not going to all out. I'm not going to covering fire.
Okay.
She's at 9, she's 16. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to covering fire with Marathi.
Okay.
Spend my last one. 2 and a 2 to a 3 and a 2.
I do got the.
Love it.
Yeah, absolute waste. All right.
Okay. Charges? No charges.
Yep, charges.
Not gonna charge you anything. Okay.
Nope.
Over there, I'm just gonna heal your guy. So, and I 3 damage to your thing. So that's healed. Your 1 wound's healed.
Oh, okay.
You're just like,
I was like, no, I was like, I forgot that was an option. So it heals
D3, but you had 1 wound in the cell.
So it and it doesn't bring back any models.
No.
Okay.
How many wounds I have on him still? Or her?
9.
9? All right, so he's not bracketed yet.
Yeah.
All right, so just want to do one little thing to see if I can get that plus. No, I can't because I'm fucking stuck with that thing. So, I mean, puckin, said puckin, puck. There you go. See? Big brains. All right, so I'm going to hit you on 2s and winning on 4s again with crit hits. Oh, look, 1 crit hit. And now say it. Say it. Oh, no, you can't. I'm hitting on 3s. I'm winning on 3s.
I was about to say, you're not winning on 4s.
I'm like, wait a minute. It's okay from here. That's 3, I ran 2.
Goes right through.
That's 9 damage. I just remembered, there's no hand there.
9, 6s. That's a lot of 5s. 1 dies, 2 die, 3 die, 4 die. That pulls the unit.
Well, I can't hit the swords now.
Oh, well, they got their all-out attack. They got their fight twice off, so that's what matters.
It was a sacrifice they're willing to take. The swords or...
They are like pretty dead.
Nah, man, they can fight. I just need them alive for 1 more turn.
She has 16 health, so I need 7 wounds, 7 damage to go through.
You can do it. We have no CPs.
She can't fight. Yeah, this is the only fight that matters.
Oh, yeah, you have no CPs.
And again,
Come on.
We're just gonna stay there, and we're just gonna attack with the 1 again.
Okay. -1 attack.
We're still on to a minimum of 1.
Yeah, to a minimum 1.
3s and 4s. It hits. It wounds. No rend.
I'm save it.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll just
pile them in.
I'll just pile them in, cause why not?
oh, you have 14 saves today, thirsty.
Sorry.
You have 14 saves and you're thirsty.
And then
7,
that.
83.
All of them are in. Do, 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 do. All right. 5 guys in there still, so hitting on 3s. And the dreaded 4s. Fours. 2, 4, 6 at run 1.
Sixes.
Please stay alive.
1 saved.
All right, now you guys make another like 3 more.
Sixes.
Damn.
Unit gets pulled. Why'd you want them to stay alive?
So I can slay the entourage. Oh wait, but if I double it, no, never mind. I can't even do that. Never mind then.
Oh, for next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, you didn't take slay this turn. The swords into her. 3, 6, 9. 3s and 3 or 4s and 3s with sustained. Goes away. That was a 4. Goes away. That one goes away. 3s. 4 at -1.
Your -1 hit, right?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
that was the wounds. That was it's 3s
many?
and 3s
4?
normally. 4. 4 at -1.
-1. 5s. How much damage?
1 damage each.
Oh, sure, 5 then. I'll take 3.
Okay. And then she'll regen that again.
Yeah, she'll just ring there, so just leave it as it is.
Or yeah, so that's it for combat.
Yep.
She can't power through because she was already in combat. They can't power through because there's nothing. Then she heals. I have no CP. Then we score it up.
Yep. So, do not waver. Control 1. Control 2.
Control more. Because 1, 2, 3. Oh, but I control that.
Control
back
that one still. So no, but what was your primary? Because okay,
well,
if it was in the middle, I would have probably kept him there to get the primary thing.
Yeah, because I like. Where were they at the start here? They
were in the middle.
They were here, touching this one. Like really, wherever I put it, you would have just kept them. So like you would have gotten it.
Yeah.
So wherever it was.
So primary and battle tactic. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then we roll off for initiative. 6. I'll take it.
Yep.
Just because.
So you.
Yeah.
And you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, that was pretty much the game right there if the Hedonites player had won that priority. As it stands right now, though, well, honestly, Daughters of Khaine have a real good chance of sealing this game. Marathi, well, sorry. You could have the bow snakes soften up that keeper. Marathi then dives into that keeper to try and pick it up. Little Marathi can just hang out, I guess, position for another battle tactic. I'm not exactly sure which battle tactic he's going to be picking right now. Currently has Reclaim the Realms, attack on 2 fronts, do not waver, slay the entourage, and take the flanks. There is a really good chance, actually, he could do not waver without much of a problem. He just has to charge his bow snakes into those seekers. There's no way the seekers are going to pick up the bow snakes. So you'd be able to complete a battle tactic there. Can he get the primary? No. So the maximum amount of points he could be able to score this round is 8. That would put him at 34, and that would tie up the game right then and there. The question now is whether or not he could prevent the actual Hedonites player from winning this game. So let's see what happens in the end.
What, the Mind Razor?
Mind Razor on an 11.
You got 3 AP3 saves for 2 damage.
And then we're going to try and put out the snake on a 6. Goes out on an 8. Are we hitting the time limit?
Yeah, you're definitely hitting the time limit.
Yeah.
I'll go over the game as I see it right now. I think the maximum amount of
I don't think I can win unless I table him. Yeah.
The max you can score right now is 8, I believe. Because I don't think you could score 10. Where's your primary, buddy?
Center. So the plan is
If the primary is the center, well,
snake goes here. Marathi,
He has that, and then
Marathi
he has
comes
that.
here. Bow snakes come here. Shoot the twin souls. Marathi steps on the objective.
If you score 10
Shadow
right now,
Queen.
that's what you need.
Yeah. Shadow Queen probably goes here or here, takes that one, and then I have 1, 2 more plus primary and plus my battle tactic.
What brings him to
10.
10. How are you taking the primary?
he'll be
The goal is Marathi moves here, bow snakes move here, put all of their shots into there,
Try and kill him.
try and kill them.
What do you think of that?
yeah, well, he'll definitely kill him.
Okay. So if he scores 10, that'll put you at
36.
No, yeah, 36.
36, 34, and then
What do you do on your turn?
Let's see.
You have both.
you would
those
hold at
units.
least one so we would tie. At least.
Well, he'll score more than one.
Yeah, is my
Yeah, because
assumption.
he gets to pick primary, and your primary is going to
Your
be
primary-
Whichever one I don't pick,
Yeah.
or whichever one I do pick, he's going to it. So we end probably 38, 36.
Yeah, I believe he edges you out by like
2 points.
2 points.
yeah. What battle tactic do you have left?
I still have
Yeah. Slay the
Uh,
entourage.
Seize the center, slay the entourage, offering carnage, and ordain charge.
Which one can you do?
What's offering of carnage?
Kill 2 units by the end of the turn. I'm not going to kill 2 units. So unless Hugsy goes in there, kills, try to murder the snakes, and then those guys tries to kill that, but that's
Yeah.
The snakes are in the center. The snakes are not there.
I mean that will be gone during his round combat, and then I'll just heal her and send her down there.
And
If
Shadow Queen will be somewhere around here.
Somewhere around there?
If
Oh.
not in combat with her because
Yeah, yeah,
she's
yeah.
at 7.
You want to see if you could put the keeper down?
Sure. Yeah, we'll just run through this movement really fast. That's it for. We'll put the ward on them. It goes off. Marathi.
oh, I gotta do my hero thing. I'm gonna rally these guys. Why did you get their wound left? Nah, that's fine.
Marathi's moving 6 because I didn't get run and charge. She is moving 8. Thank you. They are moving 8. I don't think they'll be in range for anything. Yeah, they're out. They will move 8. Yeah, they're all in range. Boom, boom. She would move 6 onto here. The snake can't move and would be set up outside of 9. And then Shadow Queen just toes. What's her control?
5.
Yeah, she just toes on with like a 6-inch charge. Actually, no, we're just gonna full send her because she can move 12. That's my movement. Would you redeploy?
Yeah, redeploy. The most important unit for once in their life, do something. 2 inches. Neat.
So I don't think that gets them out of shooting range. So I can still shoot them, but I can't. I might be able to charge them.
Get that out of the way.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Just go right here. Okay.
7 plus 1 for the champion. Shooting phase, we would put the hero snake into the twin souls.
Okay. All defense.
3s and 3s, both hit. 1 wound at 1 rend.
4 up. Nope, damage.
D3 damage for 3.
So 2 die.
And then the entire break of bow snakes, which I would all out attack. So 3s and 4s to 2s and 4s, auto wounding on 6s. Five, 10, 13 at -1.
-1, so back to 4 up. 1 die, 2 die, 1 lives with 1 wound.
Okay.
So 1 lives with 1 wound. We'll take these 12.
Shadow Queen shooting into her. 2 and a 2. It hits. It wounds. 3 rend.
Damage.
D6 for 3.
5 up 4. Take 1. Take 2. Take 2.
Take 2. She's up to 5. So she's up to 11. That's it for my shooting phase. Charges. Oh, the thing is I can't, if I charge her, she ends off the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I don't get the middle point.
Nope. Yeah, see if you kill the entourage.
Which is only him. So
Only
yeah,
him.
I guess charging, what I'm looking for, 9?
Yep.
I spend a CP to re-roll it. 5, 6, 7, plus 1, 8. Or no, I wasn't doing Slay the Entourage. I was doing take 2 points that I don't control.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I still...
So, yeah, so you take that one's still yours, 'cause I didn't take it.
Yeah, so then
You needed this one.
Yeah, and this, or I needed 2.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty, like, we can call it right
Yeah,
there, because I
you'll
don't...
just kill her, and then you'll hold that one, this one still, that one for hold 1, hold 2 for 4 points, and then I'll just move that over there.
Yeah.
So I'll hold this one, hold that one.
Yeah, I guess
hold that one back there still, and then I'll just put those on there and hold that.
Yeah, well, it's, 1, 2... 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, right now you have 1, 2, 3, and
Yeah.
I have that one, and that one still.
We'll charge her into Slick Blades. There's the 12. So yeah, then I would put her onto this one.
So you're gonna put her there then?
Yeah. Or you can pile her on, like when you pile her in 3, you just go like that. Yeah, I don't think they, regardless, yeah, I'm good at calling it there with like a 2 or 4 point loss.
Yeah, 'cause I have no battle attacks.
Alrighty then, we've now hit the end. It looks like it's going to be roughly 34-ish to 30. Probably squeak out a 32 or 36-32, give or take. I'd love to thank the 2 guys that are at the table right now, Jonathan and David, for coming on stream. Always an act of courage to come on and, well, potentially be critiqued and, well, be exposed to criticism is always brave. It's always brave. I'd like to thank all of you. If you're all stuck around up to this point, well, man, this has been a marathon. I'd like to thank all of you, you Iron Men, for making it this far. With that, I'm going to bid you all fond farewell. We'll see you next week on AoS Wednesdays.
Good game. That was fun.
Again, I left her alive.
Yeah, it just got to the point where I was like, I